Greetings! He's in the ass.
How are we doing?
Look who's joined us. What are you doing sat all the way down there? You look like...
My chair's right. Look, this is it. I'm on little mode.
Go up.
Have I got a button?
Yeah, you must have a button.
Hang on.
I can't have you down there like mini Ash.
Mini mate. Has that got me up?
Yeah.
Hey, back in the game.
What are you saying, Ash?
All right, mate. How are you?
So, greetings, everyone. We've got a visitor. I'm
I know.
not... If
I'm
any of you guys would like to put in the chat who you think he is, because I've no idea, Richie C. Good evening, Matt Witham. Good evening, Tavern Wars. Who else did? Baron Lando. Good evening, my friend.
Baron Lando. I like
Archnin. Hey, brother. How you doing? One of the luckiest men on earth, Archnin.
Is it?
Yeah. Archnin works for Blizzard. His wife works for Blizzard, and she's really into Star Wars. And he lives in California.
Really?
Yeah, Archnin's everyone hates Archnin.
Yeah.
Terminator,
I
what are you
know
saying?
you.
Ulfric. Yeah, that's it. Ulfric gets an extra 3 spondoolies for
What,
getting
Postman
it right.
Pat?
Postman Pat.
I'm
You
not
left an R out of that though, didn't you, Ulfric?
I'm sorry.
else
I
we
keep looking down at my phone. It's because I'm posting some important news on
Ah,
our
dude,
tournaments.
do you know what, Archnin? Isn't that weird? I've written a trip jump list with Dengar as well. And it's kind of like, yeah, why haven't anyone tried that out yet? With Stormzy at Glasgow. Sorry, some of us are like...
I watched it. It was good.
Did you?
Yeah, he did a really good set. I was impressed. I was.
Is that your cup of tea, Stormzy?
No, I'm not a grime. No, I'm more old school hip hop. But he did his thing for the UK, and I thought it was good. It was all right. It was
Trip
pretty cool.
Scouts and an autopilot drone? What, like the one that explodes?
No.
Or just like a normal drone that can coordinate a marching? I'm curious now. Hey, Doddy. Hi,
Just
Nick.
Posting in our tournaments.
What? The one that explodes? You're a nutter. I love it though. I do love it. They all got torps, I take it. I hope they have anyway. So yeah, Lucky call sign. Hi, Lucky. So there's been a big points change. The world of X-Wing has ceased to exist the way we knew it before.
Yeah.
And we have to be brave because we're in a brave new world now.
Yeah, so we've been chatting on. Well, I've been making multiple.
You've been
posts,
mating,
multiple posts
with multiple postmen.
Loads of them.
Right.
That's what we do. It's just a massive orgy. So
All rummaging in their sacks.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a big bag.
Hi, John.
So we've been talking about the new points, and we were saying that we weren't going to run our tournaments with the new points until the app was updated.
Yeah, silly.
We've changed our minds. So I've just posted it in all our tournament events right now. We're running new points this weekend because new points are a fix, and we think we should have it, right?
I think we should have it. Hi, Captain Rex. Yeah, I totally think they've like I'm sad. I'm one of those people that should have like proper beef, corned beef, a big tin of it, because I had one thing that I loved, and some American got upset about Jack Mooney being amazing at X-Wing, and spoilt it for everyone that likes to fly Falcons. So now I'm going to have to rework the list, which I have, because I'm clearly painting the list because I love it. But yeah, they kind of nerfed my Falcon big time. Big time. No, they did super
Resistance Falcon
scoop
spell.
on it. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the one I know about.
I know.
Yeah,
I know,
right.
yeah. They just waited until you finished painting it, and then they were like, "Bosh, can't use that."
Yeah, Resistance Falcon is all right. It's still not as good.
I think with the when we see the drop, the next wave, when it finally gets here
Leia.
to our
I get
shot,
the Leia thing
we're going
with
to see
Ray.
Ray and Leia.
I still don't think.
Oh, it's not old Ray. No.
I'm quite curious to see what Han with engine stealth device does.
Really?
Yeah.
What new Resistance?
No, my old hand. I'm
okay.
still running hand Jake. They ain't beating me.
I think this is good. It gives you a little bit of a like
handbrake.
We'll take that off him, and then you go and win with it.
Yeah, I'm going to absolutely go and win with it, just because I'm proper pissed about it. Because you took away my own. I got one toy I love in the whole of the game.
And you just gone and smashed it.
You just smashed it up. Yeah. It had like 10 seconds of limelight. One event, and everyone went, "I can't cope." Anyway,
I've never seen that in a top 10 before. It's broken.
Hi Jinx. Bring on the chemos. Chemo's a great Did Shenanigamins just missed that?
Evening chaps.
Right, evening chat, evening Shenanigaming. It looked like a bigger one from Shenanigaming. Are you sure?
Nope. Random Haney. I got what I wanted. Resistance Falcon.
Yeah,
Coin
read
stock.
that, read
got
that,
that one.
read that.
Jinky 246. You got
But
that,
look,
yeah?
we'll talk all about that in a minute because we have got High Def Revived. Clive Paget on both accounts. He's proper hedging his bets for this show. Right, so we'll talk about all of that stuff and we're going to pick his brain because he's here. We didn't know he was coming. I'm not even sure you knew you were coming, did you?
I didn't really, no.
He's a little bit out of shot.
Yeah.
But that's because he's kind of a mirage.
Yeah, it's not.
No, it's
really,
all right.
I'm
We
not
like
really,
it.
yeah,
I like you soft
kind of
focus.
into it.
It's like 70s porn. I like it.
I went to Leicester yesterday to Return of the Garrison.
You did, didn't you? Yeah.
I did,
What-
yeah.
Sorry, what
It
do you-
wasn't great.
What do you
It was
go
okay.
To? What
I'm
do
not
you go
moaning
to
about
and you
that.
don't tell no one about stuff happening?
What? It's been all over Facebook for
So,
months.
some of us ain't all over Facebook.
Well, that's very true.
Some of
yeah,
us
yeah.
recoil from that
Yeah.
forum.
I took Nevie to see the Return of the Garrison.
And what is that?
It's at the Leicester Space Centre,
Right.
and it's just where it's like a mini Star Wars convention. So I've been Celebration. I've been a lot of Comic Cons. Return of the Garrison is very small. It's good. What's there, but it's tiny. There's like 3 booths with people signing, and that's it. And it was Warwick, the kid who was Boba Fett, who's now like 48. It's legit. He's not honest there.
He's just an old Maori guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
full beard and that. Like, all right, mate.
I'm living off it.
yeah. I'm the Boba Fett kid with a picture. So he was there. Warwick's missus was there as well. Warwick's kids, and the guy who voiced Watto, which I thought was cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah, you probably are going to be able to use that this weekend, Docking Bay 94.
Yeah, new points. If that means you
No,
can buy that-
because he's ordered 2 dials.
Oh.
And because last
There you
week
go.
was basically taken up with trying to fix my miscreant of a French automobile, amongst other calamities that beheld me next
teeths
last week.
and all things.
What teeth? Oh no, but actually more. Anyway, we're saving that for
Later.
story time later.
Yeah.
We got to do some bookkeeping because he's been away and he don't know that we like run a pretty professional shipping here.
Yeah, proper operation.
And it's all about like in order to make the machine work, we need to grease the cogs.
Okay, right.
And the
like
way
it.
that we grease the cogs every Monday is by chucking up a stretch goal. And this Monday is no difference because last week's stretch goal was brought to you in association with Rasta's car needed fixing. Thank you very much. It did help. Wasn't like the whole amount. Bloody helped. Trust me, because it cost me a lot. It was a good start, dude. A gentle tap in the nuts. It'd be a start, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's something that you
That's
didn't have before.
Yeah.
So,
Everything's better than no.
Oh,
Right.
sure.
right. Listen. This is what our stretch goal is. It's pop it up. It's a £120 stretch goal split into 3 brackets.
Right.
The first bracket is at £40 and it is for a psych. Not
What, that one?
That one.
That's pretty.
The second one, as we get up into the £80, where a Y-wing. Now this is converted, so that turret is scratch built.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then as we get to the 120, we're going even heavier converted, and you're getting one of these. Oh, John's good.
Oh, it's the one with a fin on.
It's the one with a fin on. That was featured on a famous Rasta and Ash
Yeah, it
episode.
was. That was a good one.
Indeed. Right? So, each £40 unlocks a ship. Psych first, then the Y-Wing, then the TIE Striker. John will chuck up a link on how to donate. When you donate, for each penny you get a Sponduli, because this week's entries are going to be a bit steeper than you've seen before. Now, to buy a ticket for the raffle, it will cost you 500 Spondulis per ticket.
Woo!
Right? So that's basically
Minimum
£5.
raffle,
Right? If you
Oh, is it?
if you ain't got no Spondulis and you donate a £5, you can buy a ticket.
I like it. So
If
I
you're
can
a
still do it without the spot.
See? If you're a subscriber, you'll get an extra ticket, and there is also no limit to tickets. So if someone out there really wants one of those ships and bangs 40 quid on there, you can have 8 tickets, and with your free one, that's 9. And then
Yeah.
we did the math because there's 3 ships to win. That's 27 chances.
Yeah.
How good is that, John?
That's amazing.
No, I did a lot of
Really?
maths. If you think about it, because there's
Yeah,
three
'cause
giveaways.
there's 3 ships. Yeah.
So, and it kind of it's leaning a little bit towards the guys that donate every month,
Yeah,
every
like it.
week,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're doing
They're
it every
keeping us
week.
going.
Yeah,
So-
and them that watch all the time on the Spondoolies, they're in with a chance, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
And
So-
they get to watch Rasta for free.
Yeah, and you get to watch me paint for free. So
Yeah.
basically, I'm giving you some stuff out of my own personal collection, which is nice and cheap. Trust me, because that's less than you'd pay per item, just the commission without the cost of the ship.
Oh God, yeah.
It's way less.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what's up this week. Any money's received, thank you very much. Any overspill goes to the store and keeps the stream running and keeps me running in fuel and food and all of those things. So thank you very much. That's it. That's all our housekeeping for the time being. We
So
don't need
that's
to
the
do any
housekeeping bit that I don't need to know.
more. You don't need to know about that.
I like
That's it. It's all over. See, look, they're all checking their points.
that. Yeah, I bet.
Damn, I've only got 156.
So, and how many is it? 500?
It's 500
Oh,
a
you see?
ticket.
Get rolling, boys.
They'll be heisting in a minute to try and get more.
Yeah, they'll all be
Well,
trying
that's it,
to
'cause you
steal
can
it,
rob
I
each
think.
other, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Right. Let's talk about what we're going to do this week.
Okay.
Right. So we going to want any pictures? Have you got A-wing pictures
I
ready?
can, yeah, just give me 1 second.
I've seen some of these earlier. It's
Yeah, the
beautiful.
striker's really pretty. And remember those photos are just... Clive! Yeah, we've got a new donation thing. Clive, thank you very much. Our first donation.
Did you watch Attack of the Clones yesterday?
I was right at the end, which was kind of the good bit.
Yeah. Do you know shows? Like, I remember watching it and thinking, do you know what, this is the worst one, rah. And then they get
No.
to Genosha and you're like, do you know what, this is great. Like, it's got Count Dooku.
Yoda had
you
a
know,
fight. It was
Exactly.
amazing.
And Count Dooku's a badass, like proper straight up badass. You know, that guy's Dracula, and he's in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's like Dracula in
Yeah,
Star
yeah,
Wars,
yeah.
isn't it?
Have you seen? Like, I've read this thing about him. Like, did you see when he?
If
talks
you've
to
got
Peter
no
Jackson?
Spondoolies, Nick, all you need to do is click on the link that John will chuck up a little bit later and donate £5, and you'll have 500 Spondoolies.
When
There
he
you go.
when
Boom.
he was filming, what was it, Lord of the Rings?
Seven
And he-
Wars.
And he was
Go on,
doing a
thank
bit
you, and
for
Shenanigaming.
Saruman. And
Thank you so much.
someone got stabbed,
Guys.
and Peter Jackson was like, "Oh no, that's not the right sound. That it makes when you get stabbed in the back." And he's like, "No, trust me, I know what sound it makes when you stab someone in the back." Because he was like ex-army, innit? He's like, "All right, mate." He's like, proper. Wow.
Oh, Archning, thank you very much.
Let's put.
Do you know what? We will try and link that,
going on?
Doddy, that they should get an extra ticket if they're a Patreon subscriber.
If I could do it, I really would. At the moment, I'm not quite sure how we can do it.
But
but
we will
we'll
look
do
into
that,
it.
we'll
Doddy.
look
If
into
we
it,
can
yeah.
make that a thing, because we're limited by what Twitch lets us add into the program.
Yeah.
But if we can, and we can link it, we will definitely do that.
There's a lot of these little add-ons that we've not yet used yet, isn't there, Johnny?
Yeah.
And I think it's just a case of getting to it. Check this out.
Thank you, Richie Rich. Right, look, I'm going to talk to you about what we're doing today. So, we are going to be finishing off the Falcon today that we've been doing over the past 2 episodes. And I got a little bit impatient, as you can expect. So, and I've really had to, I've done probably more to the Falcon than I should have done. And I was so impatient, I painted the whole A-wing as well. So, Hawk's Head, I love you so much. And that has unlocked our first giveaway. So here is, do you remember he threatened and said, you can't do the flames or you'll regret it? And he was right. So I did the flames, and this is what the Falcon's going to look like at the end. So this is giving you a much better idea of what we're working up to today. So this is fully done. Have we got another angle?
Yeah.
Yeah, show me that back one. Oosh.
Right, so you can see it's even got the blue and silver faded check that I did on the dial cover to match it. So I wanted to tie in the dial covers with the ships as well. And if you've seen, so on the guns I've used like this bluey grey, really dark blue grey, and the red. I'll be using that in the Falcon. It's got the flames, it's the same white. And here you can see some of the layers of weathering that we've been applying and will finish to apply today. That one's a bit blurry, John.
It's in focus at the back.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's one of
wherever
them,
you
it's took
focus it.
focus from the back. It's like the blurred out front.
Let me try a different one.
Yeah, try a different one, John. That's hurting my brain. My tooth.
Oh, this one's better.
really
I can see it
playing
coming
up
in.
now, all of a
This
sudden.
is the one. Here we go. Look, it's got one for us. There it is.
Better. Not brilliant. It's my bad photography, everyone.
to be
And
fair,
because John's cleaned them up now, it looks worse. Right, so it does. So get rid of that, John.
Okay.
I'm disappointed.
They are beautiful.
The first shot was beautiful. I've got it with me, so I'm going to show you.
We'll get
now.
it under camera.
Anyway,
It's absolutely
if you
stunning.
can give me my split, that was the shot. I love that
Yeah,
shot.
that is really
Such
good.
a good shot.
But even that's kind of blurred out.
And
at
we're
the toe.
on. Let me just change the stretch goal there.
What stretch goal's going to change? Hey Matt, I don't know if you've been listening, Matt, but we've got a 3-part giveaway tonight, mate. I'm sure you've just joined us.
That's
That
the
So that's the next one. Can you actually see the R2 unit all painted? It's an R5 unit.
Yeah.
See the little eye and everything.
Oh man.
Right, so here it is. It is the actual A-wing. There's a better look. All right, give her a good little spin round like we're on QVC.
Look at it. It's ridiculous.
Strangest Fear, thank you, bro. So this is his wingman. And I am going to make this work if it kills me, even if I have to lose a lot of games, which I probably will do. So let's show you where I've got to with the Falcon. Okay, let's get off the base. Hey, Matt, thank you. So I carried on the top with the washing, right? So what I've done is I've used these 4 colours. Let's show you what I got. So I used black. This is model wash, dark brown, blue grey, and oiled earth. Those were the 4 colours that I've used. Thank you, Corporal Hicks. Those were the 4 colours I used in varying degrees to get this panel line and the dirtying that you can see here so far.
Big up, Dodder.
Right?
Nice one.
So underneath,
Thank you, Mr. Sparkles.
I've done exactly the same underneath. But underneath, wow. Thank you so much, Doddy. And thank you, Darth Sparkles. Underneath, I've continued the washing, exactly the same, darker on the reds, the same blue greys with the black and the browns added on the underneath. But I've gone a little bit further. So the gun's kind of finished underneath. So you can see the same blue grey that's on the A-wing, the same red, and then the same dark silver. So we're going to do that on the other side in a minute. And then, I don't know if you can actually see this. Let's have a look. You can see I've started to do some highlighting with white, right? So this is a precursor to the dark weathering I'm going to be doing. I wanted a light version first. So when paint chips, it often leaves a cleaner edge. Thank you, Mark. Bless you. There's often a cleaner part of the colour. So I wanted some white, and I also wanted to pick out a few bits to lift them back out after we've shaded them. I've done a bit on a couple of the like these pipes that have run across the top already.
So you
with the
shaded
white.
out and then the white again.
Yeah, just to lift it.
Bring it
but
back,
I'm going to do this whiting area on the top as well, so you're going to get to see that. I've done these and put these on the side because I wanted to get them on, and then I'm going to get you guys to tell me what to do on the side. I'm going to give you the option in a minute. The dish is on and had that first weathering, and I've just painted in the blacks, and I've darkened this area at the back and put a bit of a metallic colour. So, because the first job I'm going to do today is airbrushing some soot stains out the back of the engine. So now, this is quite scary because I'm quite of a long way in. So when you start airbrushing after you've done loads of brush work, if you mess up, you mess up, yeah? So fingers crossed, crossed. It's another one of those hold your breath moments.
Yeah, so these are like, this is it. This is the go time when you're like, I've already done so much to it. Anything that you could, this is where you can break a piece.
Yeah.
This is where you can. This is where you can mess it up. I'm going to be showing you how to do the canopy effect with the stars. I'm going to be doing some brushwork on the guns with some washes as well, and then I'll be washing this area too afterwards, and then I'll get onto the final streaking and like super detailed weathering in this episode. Then I'm going to varnish it too, because no one ever sees me do that, and I'm going to varnish it.
So what do you use?
I'm going to be using Vallejo matte varnish through the airbrush. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll pick out the canopies and so on and so forth, so you guys can see the whole process, and we'll have that done in this episode.
Wicked.
Okay.
Wicked.
So if you just want to
crack on,
chat about anything, what I'm going to do is mix up a bit of colour.
So yeah, I'd like everyone to tell me points. New points are out. Obviously, I'm not that fully fared into it yet, because until the official app had updated, I won't look at it usually. I'll wait for the official app because it'll affect us as a store, and that's how we do things. So I was talking to someone on Thursday night, and they told me that Princess Leia has gone up I believe.
6 points.
Exactly.
She
yeah.
is now.
So fair, right?
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Damn
They're
straight.
talking quad phantoms can still be a thing.
Not really.
Well, they just can't have the upgrade anymore.
Yeah,
you
and they-
still take 4 phantoms.
You can still take 4 phantoms, but it ain't 4 phantoms with Duke. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy about that.
Okay, well, what about they've nerfed? What was the scum list that they got rid of? Drea in it.
Well,
Dreadlock.
Yeah, they've nerfed veteran turret gunner.
Yeah.
The turrets went up as well, I do believe. I might be wrong, guys.
Yeah, I think it was all turrets have gone up, haven't they? Or
What's
they've done
Carl?
Something. Carl.
That's an Americanism that we don't understand. What's Carl, dude?
3 phantoms with
That's
Carl.
Mark from Junkies.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mark, what's Carl? Canadian, sir. Carl, the Academy pilot.
Wicked.
Wicked. All right, bro. So he's going to be 3 phantoms with Duke with a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
It's not 4 phantoms, so I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
I am all right with it.
Okay. Calling this American on Canada Day. Yeah. Sorry, dude. The turrets all went up. Vec turret gone up. Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. What else has gone up that you think was a shock?
Is it Canada Day today?
Must be.
Well, why ain't no one sent me no bloody maple syrup?
Yeah.
Eh?
Oh, I love some Canadian maple
Why
syrup
ain't
on
no
my
one
ear.
sent me one of the excess women you have out there? Because they have not a deficit. What's the opposite of deficit?
Glut?
A glut of women.
Is that
They have a
right?
deficit of men.
No.
Yeah. Like the women completely outnumber men in Canada.
No.
I'm sure that's a fact. Is that a fact?
That's not as true anywhere in the world. Surely not. It's got to be
Corporal Hicks, don't worry. We're going to be doing the Starfields.
It's the first time I'm hearing this.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll bet. Yeah.
So quickly, I've just mixed a little bit of Somber Grey with a few spots of black, just because I want to start with that, and then I'm going to go darker. Right, it'd be just the first one, but you can crack on talking.
So look, it's saying 2 Sigmars with Duke and 2 Imdar fits. Yeah. What has changed? Which shocked you the most?
What do Londoners call maple syrup? Canada water.
But yeah, so what was the shocker for you? What was the biggest point change that you think? Oh, they've overdone it. Obviously, the Falcon was a big hit.
Like, yeah.
You think they
I think
overdone
that,
it?
yeah, well, I think they overdone it because, I'm going to be biased. I don't know how to even answer that question
Yeah,
without
truthfully.
going, it's
Yeah,
not fair,
yeah.
because I don't think it's fair because I loved it. I can see what people's issues were with it. I just don't think it was at that place in the meta at the moment because of how expensive the ship turned out to be. But the fact that they nerfed trick shot, R2D2 and took away inertial dampeners,
Yeah.
it weren't just like one thing they messed with. They didn't just go, okay, can't have inertial dampeners, because that'd fix the problem.
Yeah.
Because the problem never really was R2.
Yeah.
Because if you were playing
Yeah,
that
because-
hand right, you weren't getting him shot at.
And so in the app, they can do it where you just can't put that on the Falcon anyway, can't they? They could do
The-
any card.
The
that just
double mods
locks
only
out.
really gives 2 options. You go hull's shield, so that you tip the half points balance and then go back to R2D2, or you go engine stealth device, and then you take, like, I'm going to put Lando on it instead, and Kanan. I'm going to get rid of R2D2 completely and just go for, like, if you think about it, potentially with a Lando roll and Jake in tow, giving Jake's ability off, that Falcon could be sat on focus, 2 force charges, 2 evades, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And with a stealth device, 4 dice behind the rock with loads of re-rolls, and then the Falcon type, it's just going to
For
become
being in the
really hard
rocks,
to
yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
But then it'll be much easier to catch and corner. It's cool.
Yeah, this 19 for resistance rare. A lot of people are saying it's ridiculously high, but she seems really good. So
What?
we'll have to wait and see until it's on the board, I suppose.
What's this?
For resistance layer, they're saying 19 points is too
No,
high.
it's not. It's
Yeah,
amazing
it's a crazy card. Yeah,
because it's every turn.
yeah, yeah.
It's not once every 3 rounds someone can do it, and it's every move, and it's changing difficulties, and
She's like
it's giving greens
1.0
too.
pout level
it
of
gives
good.
greens.
Yeah, she's yeah. Oh, I think it's unbelievable. Yeah. I'll be playing her tomorrow. It's such an amazing ability. Yeah, he's going to try her out then. Yeah.
Who's that?
Amish Josh. So when are we going to see our next wave? I mean, I should know because I work in a shop, but I do not. The 31st of July. That's after my birthday. That's ridiculous.
Well, then you'll have your birthday money. How's that ridiculous?
Birthday money. I'm an old man. I don't get birthday money.
Of course
You're a
you do.
postman. You always get birthday money.
Yeah, but it's other people's, not mine. Yeah. Lost in the post, mate.
You should say it on screen.
So first coat with that kind of mid grey, and then
So
I'm
what are you
gonna,
doing? Just pulling back for this
Yeah.
is the engines, yeah?
and then I'm gonna add
I
some.
like it. So this is the soot.
This is yeah, it's the way it should have. It should have
Yeah.
some sort of wear and tear. Jumps going down and getting a gun. I may sneak them into play. Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Well, we've seen jumps do all right anyway. I mean, like I said, I brought it up the
I had
other
it
time I
on
played.
stream the other night and won with it.
Yeah, they're all right.
They're all right. They're just the dials. Dials really, really hard to work round. But
Right.
that's all right. I don't want to see triple jumps everywhere either. But they should be seeing play. Every ship should ideally be some sort of playable. Otherwise, we're missing the point of having
Yeah.
all the different ships.
Daft spot, because I did know a few postmen like that. No, well, none of us are like that round Loughborough, mate. We're all fair and square, I promise you.
That's where the Queen comes from, Loughborough.
Yep.
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 Honest, that's the truth. I
Yeah.
didn't make that up just
Didn't
now.
make that up just now, yeah.
So
She's
shall
not
I
Russian.
tell you about my car?
Yeah, what happened to your motor?
Oh, my motor. What a headache my motor was. My motor cost me my whole week last week. And I did eventually manage, after days of tribulations and trials and replacing things that did nothing, we did eventually manage to find out what the problem was.
And what was it?
It was this sensor, which we found on some old computer. And then we've done it, and we had to literally take half the car apart. And I've got my MOT. Yay!
Well done.
But then I started the car today to come here, and it did it all again.
No.
Yeah, so we're back to square one, but I've got a year's grace because my MOT is legal now.
So it don't matter.
It does a
Well,
little
it
bit.
does, yeah. You don't want it throwing up. So what is it? It's a sensor throwing up an error.
Yeah, and it seems to have done it again, even though I put a whole new one on. So
Oh dear.
what can you do? So anyway, at least I'm back to being able to stream for you guys. Yeah, I'm just unlucky. I'm a bit like you with cars.
Oh, terrible with cars. It's a running joke in the store. I have the worst stuff. But to be fair, I only buy bags of crap. So
Yeah, that
you
is
know what I
true.
mean. If you get what you pay for, and I don't pay a lot for cars as a rule. This new one I've got, it's all right. It's going at the minute. Could do with some new brake pads. Where was the Shadowcaster, love? Yeah, so the Shadowcaster, did it get a little change, I believe, didn't it, in points? But not enough. What, we've got another £2. Thank you, Jinky. That'll be Jake. You are now £5.50 off your next stretch goal.
Cool, yeah.
So £5.50 donations that come in now will unlock that beautiful Warwick.
Yeah.
It is a corker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting close to that
50p off.
50p. It's exciting, isn't it? I like it.
I'm back in shot in a sec. I'm just washing my brush. I'm just going to step up
Give
to
it-
pretty much pure black.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just for the centres of the...
So that's, you start with the grey and then you've darkened it and now you go to black, yeah?
yeah, well,
So
I
that's
darkened
3.
it twice, really.
Oh, have you? So 4. Okay. Cheers.
Yeah, he usually sprays my leg.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
2
my
points
beard's
down for
back.
the
I'm
caster.
looking... George, what do you think?
And
of
the Sarge got
reinforced
nailed
and the
'cause
Falcon?
hate went
Worth
up.
it? No, I don't think it's worth it. No, I don't think it's worth it at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
What,
so many
reinforced?
better things to be
Yeah.
using your action with on
Yeah.
the Falcon than reinforcing. I am marking my territory. There's all my pheromones in there, dude. You know me well. So let's just see if this is cleared out now. So you know you have got him here, yeah? So if you guys also want to
Right.
chuck your questions,
What do I
Your
know? At the minute?
thoughts?
Ash, are you about this weekend? Hopefully, yeah, I should be here on Sunday if all goes well. I'm not Saturday because I'm at work, but I'll probably swing in when I've finished delivering mail to the world, or the whole world. I am. When I've done that, I'll pop in Saturday because I'm not doing any overtime Saturday. I've already told them. I've been caning it for the past few weeks. I'm about to just like, I've had enough. I'm gonna take it easy for a bit. Hell, that striker's so pretty. I have to use my Prime sub. Ooh. Please don't tell my own stream. Nice.
I won't
That's
tell
awesome. So, what else do we need to know about? So, we've got our tournaments this weekend, obviously.
which we're going to be using the new points
New
for.
point system, like I've said. I've already put that in the event. So, good news for everyone. New points.
It'll be just nice to see some different lists coming out to play.
Yeah, so for those of you that can't make it to sunny Loughborough, which it is sunny in Loughborough at the minute, let me
Believe it
tell
or
you,
not.
we'll be streaming live all weekend.
I'm not here.
John's not here. He's not going to be in Loughborough. He's going somewhere where it's raining.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
You feel the love, everyone? Can you feel it?
But we will be here and we will be streaming because I believe Grandmaster Josh is doing a lot.
Yeah, he knows
He's
what
what?
he's doing. So.
He's doing the lot.
He's doing both days. What you
He's
get off
doing
my
both days, but I don't think he's here for full days.
Is he
I've
not?
got to speak to
Oh
him.
no, yeah, he's doing like early morning and then going to work. Yeah, like. Sparkles will be playing Sunday. Good man.
What are we doing this month? Is it what days? What?
I can tell you because I've got the apps up on my finger. Oh, hang on, big news. That's that one.
You'd think we'd know. Wouldn't you?
You think we'd know, but because we change it every week.
Every week.
Not every week, every month.
We probably do.
I don't know. Let me find it.
Extended on Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah,
There you
because
go.
people are telling us. Look,
Yeah, look. Oh, look, they know.
Space Saturday, yeah.
yeah, James and Alex will be up for the whole weekend.
Oh,
It's
wicked.
Mr. Bruce's birthday Sunday.
Oh, no way.
It is indeed.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a good weekend then, right?
It is going to be a good weekend. So that's it. Hey, Wookie Outrider, thank you so much.
Okay,
and so
unlocked.
that's tipped you into now. You've got that unlocked, and the next one to unlock at 120 is
This little juicy baby.
Oh, you're a good filler because John's really bad at hitting my keys.
There is. Wow. Who's that? Kate. Can't make it. There's too many things going on at the minute. Wow.
Do you know what? 5 Jedi with calibrated could well be a thing just because of how fun it would be.
This is
Right?
insane.
It's 4 health each, right? And they've got a force charge. So if you can really fit 5 Jedi with a force charge, isn't that better than 5 A-wings?
Well, yeah.
It is, isn't it, really?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So, yeah, why not? Everything's got to be worth a go.
Do you know what? Like George said, it'd be damn fun to fly, wouldn't it? And it'd be horrible to fly against. Ugh.
So that's it. Some dark grey, going into black right in the soot marks, and then I'm going to just get me brush in there.
Jake's coming down. It's his birthday
I
tomorrow.
want to get my brush in there and catch any of that silver. So I don't think I do, actually. We'll see as I'm going. When I get towards me engine, I will think about whether I just want to catch a few of the edges with my silver. But for the time being, those streaks are done. So then I will carry on now, mixing a little glaze. And, no, in fact, what should I do next?
So they
The
actually
white
look
next.
darker in person than they look on that camera just there. Do you know the greys coming off that he's just done down the back? They're more pronounced. Yes, that's it. It's changed that angle. That's the one. Look, you can see they've got that lovely proper trail. They look sweet.
You can see you've got that metal on the edge of the actual exhaust, just underneath, dirty. That's why I did that before instead of trying to catch it afterwards, because that's what would happen.
So when you did the flames, I'm guessing you did them last week or week
did
before.
do them last week.
Did you use a mask, obviously, yeah?
Yeah, Mr. Dalton.
Mr.
Is
Dalton's
Mr.
magical
Dalton in the
masks.
chat?
I believe he is.
Do you believe he is? Are you sure?
He is, I think.
Leroy, are you there, my friend? I went up to his house on Friday.
Did you?
I did indeed. And then I
What
got
for?
stuck in the A19. Because Lee is now stocking a full range of Rasta Maice styles.
I heard. That's right. Yeah, so they can be purchased from there. Right, hang on a minute. I've got a question. Where's that one?
Hey,
There
thank
we
you,
go,
Tartan
final.
James. Where's me other white?
People want that striker, look. So you are now £20, 50 pence away from that striker. Jeez Louise, that is hot. And that is the actual ones that I played against.
Yeah, that's one of
That's
the
one
ones
of them,
you
isn't
actually
it?
played
Yeah.
against. Yeah.
Because didn't you? What did you fly against? What did you have against?
It was. Oh, paint explosion.
Not near the
John,
models.
you
Don't
wouldn't
worry.
grab me some tissue, would you, darling? I just had my paint go everywhere. It splooshed all over the side.
Dibs on the striker. We all know dibs is legally binding. It is indeed. Yeah, that wiring's hot. I said that to George earlier. I did mention that when he showed me the pictures. I was like, wow.
Thank you, darling. I'll just proceed. So listen, right? I want to show you a few things. So I've done that overall 2 or 3 stages of weathering last time you were here, where you saw I went for the blue grey with the little bit of the brown, and then I added consecutively more brown and black, right, to darken things and keep going. And this is all about, right, you need to understand, to get this definition and this kind of weathering, you need to do it 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, you do it, you clean it, you do it, you clean it. Thank you, Lucky Call Sign. So it is about repetition, and you will not get like kind of the really deep, intense, real. Let me turn it and get it in the lights.
So that's like a
Like where you're getting all these beautiful depths of colours, and the detail is popping out. And the more if you had this in your hands, this is kind of like, this is a balance between the whole paint style has worked out, where you've got somewhat of a cartoony palette because of these blues and whites that are in it, but then you've got much more realistic weathering techniques that you'd see on like set models for film and telly. And the only way you achieve that is by layers. Don't think that you can just smash washes onto things really heavy and get that. You won't. You'll make a mess, and you won't be able to put it back because it will stain. As you'll see that when we start to super detail this with the washes in a minute, where I'm using it to actually do damage, streaks and so on.
That's right, because you give like oil stains.
That's right.
Tiny little.
Those darker colours will affect this lighter colour. See, because I've been quite controlled as to where I've put it, so I don't want to stain my base colour.
Yeah, you ain't
colour,
slapped it on.
Right, so I ain't slapped it on. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into some whites, and if you will continue talking, right, and Ash is here for that. But just the biggest tip I can give you, and the best thing you're gonna learn from watching, is just pay attention to what I'm touching, how I'm touching it. There's no point me trying to talk you through. I'm going to catch some of the panel edges with white. I'm going to catch some of the gribblies. I'm going to go over a few bits and bobs and start lifting a few edges out. I'm also going to be thinking about where I might want to damage the centre of a panel, and I'll put a little bit of white there, because then after I'll put a bit of dark on top of that white, leaving the faintest trace of that white. So kind of watch how I'm working, and that's the best thing to learn from any craftsman. And Ash will keep delighting you with his dulcet tones and his hatty, hussy good looks.
Yeah.
Hussy? Stussy? I called him a hussy.
Yeah, I'll take that. I don't mind it. So, tournament this weekend. We've still got tickets left, John.
We have, yes.
So we've still got tickets available. So for those of you,
It is limited though, because we've got Magic pre-release on the same.
Oh yeah, so it's a smaller event this weekend. Yes, indeed. So jump on it quick, because we have Magic pre-release all weekend long.
We do have it all weekend long.
So
and that's selling quick.
And that
so
is selling quick. So that is going to be busy. Yeah. So the limited space that we've got for X-Wing, make sure you jump on it and jump on it quick and get on those events. Because let's face it, do the double. Where else can you play both formats of X-Wing in a weekend? Nowhere. That's right. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
I hope so. We've got a lot of the usual suspects. I see someone's just paid. Mrs. Sparkles is coming down Sunday. Wicked. Just seen. I think it was Jakey's just posted up. He's coming down Saturday.
Yeah.
It's going to be legendary. No Mr. Cox though, right? Is he still in hospital?
Yeah, I believe so.
Still in hospital. Ben, if you're watching, I hope you feel better soon, mate.
He's legless, mate. He's just on the bottle hard, isn't he?
We can't call him Stubby yet. But he's on the mend. But
he'll have to preserve it in tequila.
Wicked.
I've actually got pickling vinegar at home.
Have you?
Yeah, for when I do my mushrooms. So if he wants them, I can salt it.
Gross.
We could get it. We could get it cast in resin or something.
Yeah.
Sell it at the expo. Ben's foot.
events.
I believe it's gone black, hasn't it? Maybe we could have a video where you paint it, George.
Yeah, base coated.
There's nothing wrong with a black foot, John. Don't be racist. Jesus Christ, John. You had to go there with it, didn't you?
Yeah, you had to bring it down.
Just
Yeah, but
ruin
the
it.
rest of him's not the same colour.
Yeah, but
It's kind of...
he's mixed race. Tokens, yes. We've been talking about tokens for a while now, so they might make an appearance soon.
Token.
And tokens, yeah, when he gives out his toe-git locks. Other things going on in the world of Star Wars. What do we know? Anything special? Alphabet Squadron is out.
What's that? What?
It's a new book, Alphabet Squadron. So TIE Fighter, the comic book from Marvel, is a tie-in. It's a dual event. So they're writing this TIE Fighter comic book, and there is also a book from Del Rey called Alphabet Squadron, and they both tie together.
Really?
Yeah, very good. And it's got Harrison Dula in it, so get on it. Yeah, Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge. What you need to know about Galaxy's Edge is everyone's been nicking everything. Basically, if it ain't
Tell me more.
if it ain't tied down at Galaxy's Edge, it's been stolen and sold on eBay already.
Really?
Yeah.
You're
No,
joking.
they're supposedly having real trouble with it.
I was watching
and it's only just opened.
I was watching a video about when you make your lightsaber there.
Yes.
Yeah, you can
yes.
buy the components.
That's
in the
right.
shop,
All
can't you?
metal cast. Lovely.
Apparently, if you buy the red ones,
Yeah.
there's a 1 in 20 chance that it's a black kyber crystal.
Oh really?
Yeah, they only put out so many each day.
Wow, that's cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has the same noises as the red kyber crystal, but
Yeah.
it's black. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
really rare. Really rare to get hold of.
This is it. I know when they were doing the panels at Celebration, and the guy brought out the replica of Ahsoka's lightsabers and gave them to Ashley on stage, and she was there holding them, having pictures taken with them, and they look like outstanding.
Amazing,
Yeah. And everyone that's having these lightsabers made when you go there, because I think they're about $150, aren't they?
Yeah.
Someone's saying about
Yeah.
$150, something
that,
around there, which you think, oh, that's quite expensive, but not really when you get there and it's all handed to you in this lovely box.
Well, the
and
thing
stuff.
is, if you're gonna go, you're gonna go and spend some money, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, of
With
course,
the
yeah,
idea. I mean,
thousands.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, going, 220. James is saying, yeah. I've heard someone say that don't listen to this 200 because they was saying it was less, but we'll wait and see when I go in 20,000 years time.
You mean when we all go together as a group
Oh,
and
could
we
you imagine?
recreate something out of what's that film, The Hangover?
Yeah.
Some of that's going to happen.
Yeah, wicked. It looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some videos. The animatronic Hondo, I think it's fantastic.
I can't believe people are nicking everything.
Yeah, I know. Anything, like absolutely anything they're stealing, supposedly.
I can imagine.
Yeah, of course.
I can
It's a little
imagine.
bit of Star Wars history, isn't it? Bring it back. But it just looks fantastic. And I've seen videos of people who are actually working there. So, like, when you're there and they come up to you and, they're like, oh, like the First Order are looking for you. You've got to hide.
Yeah.
And you can kind of play along and accept missions and stuff.
Yeah.
You can really live the dream. So it looks great.
Knowing Disney.
Both holocrons and build a lightsaber and get all the kyber crystal. It works out $400. Wow, that's not bad.
What was that?
That's James has said. If he's worked it out that if you get both holocrons and build a lightsaber and get all the kyber crystals that they have on offer, it costs around $400.
That's not bad. The thing is, would two lightsabers, or they're bound to have like Jedi outfits and?
Oh
all
yeah.
that stuff,
Well,
like-
I mean, they've got all their pilot garbs. They've got the just chilled out military garbs there. They've got
what quality are they? Are they film quality?
perfect.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
supposedly it's really I think you can.
Yeah, I can
There's probably a
imagine that.
range,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you can go and just go. Oh, do you know what? I'll just have the one that's made out of bin bag,
Yeah.
or you can have like the
When
high
I
end
went to
garbs.
Universal, and that's next to Disney
Yeah.
in Florida. The Harry Potter stuff was just amazing.
Yes.
It was
Well, you got to
incredible.
think of it. It's going to be at that level, innit?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
not more so, because
Universal's not quite on a par with Disney as
exactly.
well. I mean, Disney, if they have fields and fields of just plants,
Yeah.
and if any plant starts to wilt
Yeah.
at night time, it gets pulled up and replaced.
Really.
Yeah, they never let anything
Really?
look out of place.
Wow.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I know. And so that attention to detail, put that into the fact that they've now got Star Wars there, and it just, for me, it's just like, wow, I'd just go mental to go. I really would. Yeah.
And it's the biggest firework display I've ever seen. They do it every single night.
That's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know, if you go on Halloween, it's supposed to be ridiculous. So you can build your own, or you can buy any lightsaber from the universe, yes. They're selling cosplay quality outfits and movie quality outfits. A movie quality FO Trooper costume will put you back 6 Gs. Woo!
Yeah. Okay.
But the Universal parks have better rides.
They do.
They don't have a Millennium Falcon. Just putting it out there, there's a Millennium Falcon at Disney now. You know what I mean?
We went. There was a ride, and as you when you go on it, it films you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It films the whole ride. And we went on it, and we took Sam, and he was a little bit too young, and it looked like he'd passed out. Because he just like closed his eyes and his head was just flopping around like
all
that.
over the place.
We have to delete the video. It looked like child abuse. It was hilarious.
Wicked. You can buy an R2D2 for $25,000. What, full size R2?
What about for two? I'd need two because I'd use them as bookends.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for that cash, you can also get Force abilities. I say one of my kids to get my own.
For $25,000, I want to go home with a little Twi'lek serving girl. I don't want an R2 unit.
Well,
There's a lot you can buy for 25k.
Depends what attachments it's got, George.
What, the Twi'lek?
No, the R2.
No, it doesn't.
My favourite Disney story is that if you work there as a Mickey Mouse and wander to the wrong part of the park and street and meet another Mickey Mouse, you both get fired.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They can never be seen together.
They can never be seen together. No, you can't have Mickey Mouse in the same place.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What a lot of horse shit that is.
They've got.
It's all part of the, live the dream. That's what they're selling, isn't it? They're selling the dream.
Tunnels that run throughout the entire park, and they come up in different places where you can't, where the public can't see, and that's how the characters and the staff get all around.
Yeah. Like service tunnels.
Insane. Yeah.
Wow.
It's everything is about the illusion.
Yeah. Oh, totally. That's what I'm saying. You live that dream. You live in that moment, and this is what they're selling with Galaxy's Edge, specifically Black Spire Outpost. The way that they're writing it into canon. Like I've said, I believe it's going to be in the new film. It's in all the new books. It's in the comic books. They're referencing it in all over the place in Star Wars canon, so that when you go there,
it is that
you're like, oh, hang on a minute. Like that thing hung up on that wall, that's from that story about, and you're part of it.
Or ain't you going to be like, there should be a thing hung up there on the wall, but someone's clearly nicked it.
Yeah.
Rich is thinking about selling one of his kids.
Yeah, it says Dave's worth 20k.
I disagree strongly that Dave's worth 20k.
Okay, so look, I worked for Disney back in 2001. And 2 months into that job, they revoked the company-wide rule saying that men couldn't have beards because Walt Disney believed a beard was the sign of a communist and banned them back in 51. Right.
That is crazy.
I don't know about that, but I won't put it past them because I've heard some stories.
Yeah, I know somebody who worked there.
You hippie?
Yeah.
Cut your beard. That's mental. But a Rancor head mounted on your wall, yes, I've seen that. That looks amazing.
Like, they've got Rocky if they're worried about communists.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, the communists, they came. I saw it on the telly the other day.
What, number 4?
Yeah, and there's nothing to worry about there.
He takes care of it.
They sent their
In the
best.
end, they love Rocky.
Thank you for
subscribing.
Thank you so much.
I've got to resubscribe today. It's the first of the month.
Do it. You make Jar Jar come on while we're on stream.
I have to do it from the Pooter, don't I? I can't do it from my phone, remember?
Yeah, I know. I don't want it. I suspect that's because Apple don't allow you to buy subscriptions through Apple apps, do they?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's something weird.
It's definitely an Apple problem, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. What else do we need to know? Right, we are £11.50 short of the TIE Striker being online.
Yes.
Ashley's just ancient. You can scroll from your phone. Ashley's just saying, I ain't James, you can't. Me and John have tried it.
You can do it on the web page actually. If you do it through Safari rather than the Twitch app,
You can, James. You can.
John, have we got any water?
Yeah.
Can I have a bottle? Thank
Yeah,
you,
it's
mate.
getting
Would you
warm in here. Yeah, what else we got? We got anything else? You got any beers? No, I don't drink. I'm joking.
No, we ain't got any beers. I've got pretty much Coke, Tango, Monster.
Yes, I will have a Monster, sir.
It's no good for you.
I don't know what flavours are.
What colour you got?
Pink.
Yeah.
Pink. You want a pink?
I want
What a
pink
terrible
Monster.
state of affairs this planet's come to. Where
Well,
once
you-
upon a time we'd pick a beverage and we'd choose it by its taste.
Not colour. We said that the other day. We were
Now
talking about
it's all
this.
colour based.
What's your favourite? Blue.
Blue.
Like,
What?
What's
What?
blue? Right, Google. Yep, that's the thing, isn't it? Twitch. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it live on air and prove that you can do it. And if it goes wrong, James, it's your fault. If I end up subscribing to some other monkey. Oh.
For those of our continental viewers, he said monkey.
Yeah, why? What do they think?
A monkey.
Think.
They just won't even know what that is, Ash.
Oh, no. I'm just
Do you want,
so
do you
loved.
want to know what flavour pink is?
What flavour's pink, John?
Pink is punch and energy.
Yeah.
The
Damn right
the
it
flavour
The
of punch.
Punch and energy.
Punch. Pipeline punch, nonetheless. They are.
Oh, they've done
Ulfric done it. Thank you, Ulfric. Second donation of the night. You're a star, everyone. That's it. It's all unlocked. I'm
Oh
sure
my gosh.
they're no good. You know, I haven't had an energy drink. The last time, so I went.
it. Thanks for the stop.
Yeah, because you've
I
gone.
went 4 weeks and 2 days.
Yeah.
And then I had a Red Bull, and I came here when I brought it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I drank half, and I tipped it down the sink
Because it worked.
because I couldn't cope with it. I didn't like it.
I tell you what, I had the other night, which is your fault, because I was in the shop the
You
other
had
day.
a Kraken.
No, I'm on the crack, and that ain't the problem. But I was getting my missus some ciders, and you buy 4 cans for a £5 or 2 4-packs for £9
Yeah.
in Escote, yeah.
Escote, yeah.
Escote,
Yeah,
yeah.
Escote.
Because you can't, advertising that. So I was in Escote and I bought these ciders. But I thought, right, well, I ain't having the same as her. I want something different. So I thought, oh, I know, George likes these toffee apple
Brothers, the best
Right.
cider in
So
the
I think I'll
world.
give that a go. Whew,
They're
banged
good,
them.
aren't they?
Yeah.
amazing.
You need like a pint glass full of ice.
Yeah, all right. So,
Oh.
because the can, so I got the normal size cans, the 330.
I haven't seen the cans. I have the bottles
Wicked
still.
small cans and stuff. Right?
Right, okay.
And yeah, glass full of ice, poured it over. I was sat in the garden in that heat this
Yeah.
weekend.
So
Next
good.
level. Yeah, bashed it.
Yeah, when Timo came to stay with me, he was like, I need to know what these are. I'm going to have them imported to Germany.
Absolutely. I was really surprised by how much I liked them. Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, and Ulfric, you know, you brought me that ceremonial bottle of Kraken that I said I'd never open.
It's gone.
I opened it.
It's a refill.
And now, it does. It's fast approaching needing a refill. I had to open it because my tooth went, and I was only at drink 1.5 when
Yeah.
my tooth went really mad, and I was like, I have no choice here. However, there's a bonus factor by the bottle's not made of glass; it's made of ceramic, right?
Ceramic,
Yes.
And it's got a cork. So now, when I
That's
open my magical
proper
bottle
pirate.
of Kraken, it goes. That. And I'm like, glug, 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 glug. And then you do the whole, put the top back on. So I'm like, that's it now. That bottle
Yeah,
is
you
the
just chuck the
official.
decanter into it.
It's the serving bottle of all Kraken at my
Oh,
house.
I like it.
I really do think we're missing a trick with not actually contacting Kraken about some sort of sponsorship deal.
They're quite. Their American website's quite active, but their UK one's rubbish. You can get all sorts of great stuff on their American website.
Yeah,
They have all
well.
sorts of apparel and
Apparel.
apparel, yeah, like
Apparel.
t-shirts and thing, innit?
Alan Barlow has sent us a repaint.
No.
Oh, awesome. We've also got someone else's couple of dial repaints that I'm going to show you in a bit too.
Oh, schmancy. There we go. I'll get to see it first. Oh.
Very nice.
I can't see nothing yet.
I need to save it. Hang on a sec. Save.
So yeah, guys, if you want to send us in a picture of some of your lovely repaints, we'd love to show them.
You could buy Cracker branded wallpaper. Is it like the wallpaper on Willy Wonka where you lick it and it tastes like Cracker? If so, I'll have it. Mr. Sparkle's not tried Kraken. It's a slippery slope, mate, to be honest. Once you get it...
Yeah, I must admit, it is nice.
it's an incredible
You
drink.
have to have it. I'm sorry, but I'm still leaning towards lemonade over all other mixers.
What, over ginger beer?
Ginger beer is the best.
Oh, ginger beer's good,
Yeah,
but
ginger beer. And I tell you what, Dr. Pepper's pretty lovely with it.
it's
as well.
all right. Lemonade's good.
Yeah.
Lemonade is good.
I'm a Dr. Pepper fan anyway, so I kind of like, you know, that kind of works for me. There you are, George, look on the screen.
Oh, is that an Ahsoka scheme? Whose scheme's that? I'm just trying to think. I think that's Ahsoka's scheme. That's really
I
nice.
should tell you. We'll have a look.
How do
then.
you know? You
I'll
are
have a
the
look on
keeper of the holocron, aren't
yeah,
you?
I know, but I can't remember. all
Really
the
nice,
original.
Alan.
I've been painting.
You've been painting, John?
Yeah.
No, you ain't.
He's
Yeah,
better
you
than
painted the
you.
dragon and dropped it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Best
Did
day
you
ever.
break that first dragon?
I don't know if you know about that, Joe. I pretty much finished it, dropped it on the floor and stood on it.
What a
It's
plum.
all right though. It only broke a little bit.
What a Rodney! I swear to God.
No, I painted this week. I painted a Great Demon Disease.
Oh, what? Were the new ones?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good model,
It's
that.
not quite finished yet. He's like, that's it.
Yeah. Hey, oh, John, do you know what? I've always said this though. I've always picked him up for his painting. He's very good.
He is
and
good.
he loves his big models, like and terrain pieces, tanks, stuff like that. Always very good. Fighter, right? Here we go. Let's have an image. Yeah, she's a bit like that. It is kind of. Yeah, that's the Ahsoka's. Yeah, look, that one. It is.
No, it really isn't, Ben Lane. It really works quite horrifically.
Oh, yeah, John.
He's good, isn't he?
He's amazing.
Yeah, everyone. Right.
John's been
Let's get you
painting.
up on that. Right, look at John. Look at John's. I'm going to see if I can get you it under the camera. Hold on.
Partly.
He's a big old boy.
But look, and like that's really bad because the focus is out. But look at all the detail he's
Look
done.
at what he's done on the wings. The colours on his wings. That's the
I know
thing,
this is
yeah.
really bad, yeah. I get it.
Look at that.
But look, man.
John's
John's
been
got
going
some-
to town.
John's got some skills, everyone.
I've been watching somebody paint George.
Yeah, but do you know what? He's been sat here with you.
What, someone painting me?
Yeah.
I'd watch that stream.
Yeah.
yeah.
This is great because I've watched him paint loads and I still don't want to pick up paintbrush.
Where are we at time-wise, John?
We are 1 hour 8 minutes in.
Already?
Bloody hell.
Jesus
Time flies.
Christ. And see, that... Oh, there's a lovely
Lots of
bit
people
of
buying tickets at the moment.
And what, for our event?
Yeah, for weekend.
Yes, you see, that's what you do. You listen to me. I sent it out earlier as well in all the chats and said, you know, get in the event. Let's start doing it. Like I say, hopefully I'll be here on Sunday, which is I want to be. I'd maybe even play, although I've not. We'll see how I get on Tuesday. Because my list has been hammered, hasn't it? My rebel list.
What
Can't
was-
use that no more. Now they've put all the points up. I was at 200 points. Jesus.
Yeah, because you had there was such an overpowered list, those lists.
My version weren't. It was crap.
It really
I had
wasn't.
hef in it.
Just because you flew it like your face.
Yeah, magnificent. It was bad. Like my list, my version was not the. Mine was Rebel Sausage,
Wedge and
not Rebel.
Fane
Yeah,
and,
I had
and
Wedge and Fane.
I hated that so much.
So, Wedge has gone up right, but they ain't touched Fane, have they?
They ain't touched Fane.
But
I hate it.
Torps have gone crazy, right?
They're 13 now. There's just one more point. Jesus.
Yeah, I know, but
But they're good.
yeah, they're worth every penny.
They're really
Totally,
good.
I agree with that.
You get them what you're paying for.
Yeah, I agree. What's this one we got, John?
Alan's just sent us some more things.
Oh, what we got? Iggy's.
Oh, look at those.
Yeah, look at them sexy dials.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah,
two
I like
IGs and a mining guild tie. I like it. I always wanted to paint one of those dial covers like that, but I haven't.
What
had
the morning gift? That was the whole point of that. That's why when we'd said that, like
Yeah,
when we.
I never had
yeah.
the opportunity to get around to actually doing it. It's such a good idea.
Wow, that monster's crazy. It's got some lovely flavours to it. Make sure when you come to the store this weekend, you buy a pink Monster.
Because it tastes of
What does it actually taste of?
Pink.
It
Pink
must have
and-
some flavour to it. What is it?
It's punch, isn't it? So it's just all fruit.
drink.
It's really tart.
Try it, John, and then spit.
No, I'll never try it.
It's you would hate it because of how sweet it is. And it's quite floral, I suppose. Smell it.
Floral.
It's
Yeah, John
apple,
hates-
orange,
yeah.
guava, pineapple, passion fruit.
Yeah. I like it. It's like
It
eating
sounds like
mawams,
Lil.
to be honest. Yeah, it is a bit like Lil, but it's like eating a mouthful of mawam, which I can do that all day. I love a
Totally
mawam.
tropical. But that was,
Pineapple and grapefruit.
that was on bongo.
yeah. Was it? No. It was.
No,
Lil.
yeah, and bongo was all
Pineapple
about
and
the Congo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're talking about the new bomb. Is it worth it?
I don't know actually. How much was the points on that? I never saw that. I missed that bit.
Yeah, totally tropical was Lil. Right, let me have a look. Let me get the app up. Oh, my service is down. I'm in this bloody black hole again, ain't I?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, why
I
are you
am.
not on the Wi-Fi?
Launch Bay. That's still working, isn't it?
Yep.
Yarp.
Launch Bay was updated in about 10 minutes after the points drop.
yeah.
It was pretty bloody amazing, to be honest.
Right, so let's have a new list and have a look. So who's got the new bomb? Everyone got access.
Yeah, just go to something that has bombs.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh no, you might have to have something else as well to go with it. It's 14 points. They found it.
14 points.
It's a single-use bomb. It is a bit steep, but it's filthy. If it wasn't that much, it'd be one of those things that'd be like a no-brainer. I'm going to take it.
So the electro-proton bomb, is that what we're chatting?
Yeah, that nonsense bomb.
Bomb during the system phase, you may spend one charge
To remove
drop
all of your friends and lose
electro-proton bomb
the pride of the opponent stood in front of you.
with the what template?
Yeah, with the... It measures range 1 to 2, the damage off of it.
Yeah, but what's the template? Oh, it's just a normal drop.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say that on this picture, that's what I'm saying. Then place one fuse marker on that device.
But you can get delayed fuses on... So if you've got delayed fuses, can you put a delayed fuse charge on a fuse charge that's on the bomb? Can you like put two
What?
delayed fuses on it? Do you have to remove them both? You read all this stuff out.
At the end of the activation phase,
The device detonates. When the device detonates, each ship at range 0 to 2, 4 attack dice. Each ship loses 1 shield for each blank result, gains 1 iron token for each other result, and gains 1 disarm token for each result. Okay, so you're getting properly screwed by it.
Properly! You're not wrong.
That's wrong though. It's
So
not
that's
got to fail.
There's no
Alright.
negative to
Yeah.
it. Apart from the fact that you just don't be near it when it detonates.
Yeah. But any swarm's fucked.
Well, yeah.
Well,
No, John. No, it's not fubbed.
Like, we all slip up occasionally, but I think, John, that ranks as the biggest one yet.
Said about 4 words on stream. Or whatever
Yeah,
was that.
yeah. I think it's that John's that disgusted with it that it's even.
No.
Nobody's listening anyway. They're watching George paint this lovely white ship. Tell them what you're doing now.
So I'm just catching little edges, and I'm putting kind of those highlights back into bits that have.
So I noticed you've done some over the redded areas as well.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just having that little scratch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the paint has gone, through wear and tear, right?
Yeah, it makes edges pop. It makes your model lift. That's kind of the real thing that really brings my work.
It gives it dimension, doesn't
Yeah,
it? It
gives
makes it feel 3D like.
Depth.
Yeah, depth. That's the one. Dimension, depth.
I like dimension though.
Yeah, I thought so.
I like it.
Cool. Yeah, it's looking really nice, man.
If only it was bloody good.
It will be. This is it. I told you. I think this is the best thing about it is that like now they've nerfed it. You gotta make it great. Just be like, nope. I can still use it. I can still win a tournament with it. I mean, will you be using it this weekend? You will be, will you?
Definitely.
Yeah, he's spoiling it. He's letting us know.
So Chris Hunt's just sent us a picture of his daughter painting with you in the background, George.
Chris
so
Hunt, that is Rattler.
Rattler.
Who's not Stephen Tatler.
Not Stephen Tatler.
Yes. Yeah. Rasta, are you going to paint your Lego Falcon the same as this one?
No.
Did you see the...
Oh, I had a real touch today on Lego. So I ordered this Lego hand solar. It's the ship in the Solar movie where they used to steal the shipment.
Yeah. The grabber.
And I got scammed on eBay.
No.
It was like 35 quid. But it was a big scam. Loads of people went for it.
Yeah.
And all got scammed. And I didn't know how to open
Case.
the complaint.
Yeah.
And today I just got refunded. All without even opening a case.
Oh,
because they were aware of it, because a lot of people got hit.
Yeah. Which was really, really good. So big up eBay.
Yeah. Do you know what I'd like to see as well, while we're here chatting? Georgie's Transformers ships. They've never seen the light of day.
We talked about that.
Right, yeah. Let's talk. Let's have some sneaky peeks. And I haven't even cleared it with the boss that I'm going to talk about this yet.
Oh, we've got some stuff here.
Painting project that's going to be happening. I'm going to have a break for a second and have a little vape and have a chat with you guys. So
hello.
we're just going to have a break because I'm a bit sweaty. It's hot.
warm.
Really hot in here, isn't it?
Back here, yeah.
Right, so there are some new things that are being released, right? And because I want to kind of keep this painting stream broad. So next week's episode, I am thinking about painting another man. I was thinking of doing Ponkrell, so another Star Wars character that I sculpted, because I know I had a lot of good feedback about the Yoda episode.
Yeah, you
And
could
this-
do this. I want you to paint my Sabine.
He wants you to paint his legion for him.
Paint my Sabine.
Okay, so as I was saying, next week I'll be painting Ponkrell for myself.
Paint my Sabine.
Thank you so much, Ulfric. So I'll be painting I'm pretty sure I'm painting Ponkrell. Unless you guys really don't want to see me paint another figure. If you don't, chuck it in the chat and let us know your feelings about that. However, so the subject was, apparently Games Workshop have done a collaboration with Funko, the people that make Pops.
Yeah.
And as you know, I'm quite a big lover of Pops. I mean, that love has been put on the back burner somewhat by my newfound love of Lego, but I've got hundreds of them, right? So John went, oh, do you know what? They're doing this Pop and it comes in grey plastic. And I was like, what do you mean? He went, and you can paint it yourself.
Is that not only available at Warhammer Fest?
No.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
So we've got
Right.
4 coming.
Have we?
Right, and what
Well,
we're
we
going to
haven't.
do, what we're thinking
What do you
about doing, is we'll split it up. So I won't go, right, I'm going to paint 4, and that's going to be the next 12 weeks. What we'll do is we're going to get 4, and then we're going to put a poll up. And you guys are going to pick 4 chapters that you want me to paint. But I won't just paint them. So for example, no, in fact, you're going to pick 3. Because I definitely want to do Space Wolves, and I don't care what you lot want. So one of them's definitely Space Wolves. You get to pick the other 3. For each chapter you pick, what I'll do is I'll mod the Pop. So one episode will be me green stuffing like a wolf pelt,
Sick, yeah.
Whatever, a Dark Angel's robe, some Blood Angel drip, whatever it'll be. I'll convert each one.
Got it.
Right, you guys will pick the chapter, so you'll get one episode of me sculpting, and then another episode where I'll airbrush it, and then we'll stretch goal and give it to you, right? And they will be valuable, right? Because I've got some really good ideas. So please pick Space Wolves and Dark Angels, because I've got a couple of wicked ones.
Space Wolves. Somebody said Imperial Fists.
Car Carradines, baby.
Somebody said Angry Marines.
Car Carradines, you've got to do a
Salamanders.
shark's jaw on his face.
But listen, it is something else. It's a different medium and a different subject matter, and I just think it'll be really cool. And these will be they'll be one of ones, so they will be one of ones only painted by me. I'm never going to paint another after those 4. Number 1, and there'll be one of one because each one will be bespoke, handmade, right? And that will be it. So there'll be a chance to own 4 of these things, period, worldwide. painted by me, done like that, bespoke. You can't just go and buy that and copy the paint job because I've modded it too. So.
And I've not seen you do anything G-dub.
Yeah, he keeps going, I want you to paint G-dub. What was the chap's called? Those shoulder pads were
Legion of the Damned.
Legion of the Damned. That's a great idea. I could sculpt all the bones.
Yes, that's a good point.
Like
Like
old
Richard
school.
just said, have you seen that Millennium Falcon pop?
Yeah,
What the hell?
I'm going to have to
Have
get
you
that
seen
one.
that?
No, I haven't seen
With a pop sat in it, but a falcon with hands
Really?
sat in it.
That big?
It's a whopper. It's going to be mental.
You'd never get that on the street.
No.
It's massive.
But you could just fly it around your ass. And Hans' head will be bobbling along. It'd be well good.
Right. John, we can go back to split.
Zoop. There we are, look, back down. It's like 2 foot square. Yeah, Rich, I'm down with that. Even I might buy one of them.
How much is it?
Oh, God,
It
don't
can't be
100.
2 foot square.
Yeah, it's massive.
It can't be that big. The Lego one's only 3 foot square.
Yeah, the pop one, it's got to have a pop sat in it.
Yeah, but it's never to scale, is it?
No, but he's like in the cockpit, and
Yeah,
then
it'll be, pop's about that big, it'll be about that big.
Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
find a pic. I'm telling you, it's bigger. It's bigger.
But that's what you tell everyone.
Whoa. But
And you know
I was
you're
asking
inclined
you a
to
question.
exaggerate.
I was asking you about your Transformers.
Oh, yeah, I ain't.
Where are they?
They're still at home on the bench of things to do.
Okay. I wanted to see them. Millennium Falcon, John, not Falcon. He's from Avengers, you plonker. And Millennium spelled with an I. Millennium.
Yeah. I got it.
See, he's a whopper.
Yeah, George is kind of right though.
What?
Hang on.
Big.
Oh, it ain't that big.
He's
No. It ain't that big.
that bloody big, that is. Telling you.
We'll put it up on screen.
I'm telling you, Margaret,
Yeah.
that is right massive, that is.
Yeah.
I don't care what you've read in Vogue.
They are not. It is.
It's coming, everyone.
Are you going to put lights in your Lego Falcon?
I'm thinking about it. Who's that? Ulfric. I am thinking about it. It's just being able to afford it, Ulfric. It's such a big addition.
All right. So is that right, James? Are they the proper? Oh, there we go. Look, it's 10.5 inches wide and 13 and a quarter inches long.
Right, so Rich Campsell,
No.
her foot is 12 inches.
Yeah.
So none of those measurements are
I
anywhere
even-
near 2 feet. Right? You're such an exaggerator. Seriously.
2 foot big.
It's not a lot, $65.
I'm not impressed.
How much did he say? Give us a price. Oh, 70 bills. That's all right.
Doddy, they do a set in America, right? I'm not even sure if it's out yet, but they did a full lights set for the Lego Falcon that came with like a small processing unit, a speaker, and it was all through this, I don't know, this timing setup they had where the engines would start but they'd flicker and it'd make full engine noises, and it was all done on remote control.
Oh, what, like the crapping app?
And sometimes, because it's the Falcon,
It falters.
it won't start.
Yeah.
It'll just go boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah,
boom, boom. And then all the reactor lights lit, and then they even done it where the Top Gun is lit, and then it has, you know, but they're timed.
No.
So the lights are timed. Yeah.
Wicked.
When you drop the ramp, the lights come on. But it was like 300 quid
Yeah.
to add lights to a £650 model.
That makes $8 grand more.
It was like, it's 1,000, and I ain't built the. I've got a. I reckon the table is the scariest part of where you put it, because you got to consider having somewhere built for it to go before you get it out of the box.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we were talking this coffee table, weren't we? With it all lit in, and
It's so much money. It's
Yeah.
going to be so expensive to do.
but it's a
But
you know,
yeah,
it's a piece, isn't it? It's kind of like
someone actually put a thing up on the internet the other day about like 10 things that women like, and like the first
the
one was
Lego.
owning a Lego Millennium Falcon. The second one was like owning a Lego Millennium Falcon. The third one was like having a Lego Millennium Falcon. It was like,
I read it.
so you can't really get more of a babe magnet.
You can't, mate.
Forget your Ferraris
that's right.
and your Malone Blahny shoes and your Dustin Hoffman sunglasses or whatever. You just need a Lego Millennium Falcon, everyone.
That's right. In a coffee table.
James showed me a picture the other day, and it was this guy, massive Lego fan, but he couldn't afford the Millennium Falcon, the big kit. But he got the instruction manual, he got the PDF. He built it all out of coloured Lego that he got. Exactly everything. It looks amazing. But it's just
random.
all multicoloured Lego. It's brilliant.
Yeah, the problem is with these kits, and they do this on purpose, don't they? They put pieces in which are only in that kit.
Yeah.
So pretty much every kit has moulded bits that are only available in that kit.
You can quite often buy those bits from Lego.
Oh, they're very. Some bits are not as easy to get hold of as you might think.
No.
Lego like parts can have.
They've got a spare parts website.
They do, but like I
recently
went on to get a couple of bits. It was a simple thing. It was a sloped piece in white, but it was 4 long, 1 wide.
Yeah.
But they're seriously rare. I found one that came from America.
Yeah.
There was none on the main Lego store. They just didn't have them.
Right.
Because some bits are printed just for a kit, and that's it. They're not like a big print item.
Not mass-produced items. Yeah. I do love that about Lego. That it is.
It's a sound financial investment.
Yeah, and it's a limited edition thing. I mean, I
bought. I'm sat in the other room painting. I'm really sorry.
I bought the new. So you know the new 20th anniversary stuff.
Yeah.
I've got the what's it called one? The Anakin's Pod Racer.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
I want to get that one.
Well, the thing is, when Lego.
What figure did that come with?
Luke.
Oh, see, I want the one with Lando, which I think is the snow speeder.
Luke X-wing pilot, though, isn't it? So I was like,
yeah, I've got a Resistance a proper Rebel X-wing now.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, Charles Burkle gave it to me for letting him stay at the house. I couldn't believe it. And it's got Luke and Biggs in it.
When they announced Lego Star Wars for the first time ever, many moons
1999.
ago. 1999, when the Phantom Menace was first released, right?
Yeah.
So 20 years ago to the day,
yeah.
Well, or to the year.
To the year.
And I bought the Pod Racer then. I bought Anakin's Pod Racer when it first come out. I was like, oh my God, they're doing Lego Star Wars. I'd have gone crazy for this when I was a kid. Bearing in mind, 1999, I was a 19-year-old chap now. So I bought that.
So and still a kid.
When they made this, when they announced it for the 20th anniversary, I was like, oh, I've got to get that. Because that was probably... I've only had a few bits of Lego, and that of Star Wars Lego. So I got it, and they've actually updated the kits better.
Yeah, of course they have.
Oh, it's so nice. Yeah. I built it, and I within a day I broke it all down, put it back in the box. Thought I'll build that again. Yeah, it's really good.
They do some amazing Lego.
Yeah. Oh, some of the Star Wars stuff is fantastic. I mean, some of the I really want Han Solo speed off from Solo movie. That is cool.
When's
you can
your
get
birthday?
That relatively cheap.
When's your birthday?
Mine?
Yeah.
28 days.
I'll get you that for your birthday.
Oh, mate, you don't have to.
Okay, then I won't.
Thanks. You could paint my Sabine if you like.
No, I'll get you a Lego for your birthday.
I want someone to paint my Sabine. Mind you, why should she be painted and nothing else? Do you know what I mean?
Why should you be any different to anyone on this stream and think that you can just come in here
and whenever you feel like,
when you could just watch the stream and learn how to paint it yourself?
Yeah, I know how to paint. I'm an amazing painter. Ain't you seen some of my stuff?
I have, and you could watch this stream and learn how to paint for yourself.
I'm so bad.
You are.
I've got very little patience when it comes to painting.
It's all about patience.
Yeah, and I've got so little when it comes to painting. Like, even waiting for stuff to dry is like, oh, this is stupid. I could have rolled some dice in that time.
I'm going to say something else then. Right, I've just put some black model wash over the gun area. I'm just darkening that down. Nothing too major. I'm kind of done with my whites, right? And I'm gonna start hitting it with some darker weathering in a second, and we're going to enhance what we've just done. But before I do that, I'm probably going to do these stars in these canopies and just finish in a little bit of the orange. So we're really getting close now.
While we're talking Lego as well, and all you guys I know a lot of you are Lego collectors. Have any of you got is it an ATDP, I want to call it?
Yeah.
Do you know the walker from...
Rebels?
Yeah, the Rebel one with the clones.
Yeah, I've got Captain Rex's ATDP at home, and on the back of it I've got a Phantom that's landed and closed and fighting it. Oh, no, the ATDP, the Imperial one.
No, I want the clone one. The one
so
from,
it was an
ATTE.
ATTE.
ATTE, yeah.
Is Captain Rex's.
Yeah,
I've got that.
Yeah.
With a Phantom parked on the back.
Yeah.
With both the speeder bike sets.
Yeah.
So you've got Kanan's bike and Ezra's bike all towing the boxes from the first episode.
Yeah.
And then the ATDP, which is the Rebel ATST.
That's
or
right.
the Imperial
ATST.
ATST.
It's the small walker.
With Callus.
Yeah.
Fifth Brother.
Yeah.
I've just got to get the...
Of course, ATDP's a single two-legger, isn't it? It's defence pod.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's got like the bubble eyes on the side.
Yeah.
I've just got to get the Inquisitor's
It's the one that Ezra makes walk off there.
Yeah. When he goes all dark.
Oh, mate. I watched that episode at Celebration. They gave us the sneak peek. And when he did that, everyone in the crowd was like, oh, what a meanie. That's good.
They all said that as well, everyone. Everyone that was at Celebration.
Yeah, they all went, what a meanie.
In a Loughborough accent. Like loud. It was audible. Yeah. They went, oh, what a meanie.
That's exactly how it went down.
Exactly how it went down. George Lucas himself was heard to utter that phrase.
I tell you what.
In that tone.
I went to the cinema. Look, James just sent me a message. I was just looking at it, James. Yeah, he's just sent me. He's just got that one. Nice. He's just got the 20th anniversary kit. That's the walker.
The walker.
Yeah, it's the clone one. Clone Scout. Watch the figure in that.
No, it's not.
The 20th figure. Vader.
Vader in that one.
Ooh, nice. But when I went to... as I was saying, he's talking about everyone saying the same thing in a cinema. I went to watch Transformers 2 when it first came out at the cinema, right? And we're all sitting there first day. And we're watching along. Everyone's
not Thursday.
First day.
First
as
day.
in the one.
The premiere.
So I'm sitting there watching away, and every single man in the cinema at the very same time, when she bent over that motorbike at the start, all went, ah. And then all the girls in the cinema started laughing. Every single man in the cinema went, oh, when she did it right at the start, and all the girls just burst out laughing. Honestly, it was well funny. And I still, to this day, when I watch that film, give out a little, ah. It was amazing.
That boy.
That
boy could attract some good-looking girls. I tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, all you got to have is a friendly robot as your best mate, and you can get the girls.
Don't you? That's all you need. Bit of bumblebee. All right.
Little bee. So now and then there's me thinking you'd gone somewhere else with that. Right. So stars. Let's do some stars.
I did see the Simon Pegg film for Paul. Yes, very good.
Scary time, right? We're going to use this tiny little brush. Right? I don't often go up to like...
No, we were talking about this the other day. You don't usually use small, do you?
I don't use small.
Just go with a sharp point on any brush.
I will be using that as well a little bit, but this is where I'm going. So this is like a small brush. You can see how small that brush is compared to that, right? So, scary part of doing stars in the canopy. You have to do them twice, and you have to highlight them.
Yeah, this is what you were telling to me about.
Yeah, you have to highlight them.
Highlighted stars.
So we're going to start off with a mix of wolf grey and a little spot of electric blue, right? Because I want it to be slightly darker than this wolf grey.
And then what he does is he gets a toothbrush.
And then I just splatter it.
Splats it.
Just put your palette on screen.
Yeah, I will in a second. So impatient, John. You see, I didn't want them to see that mistake I've just made off screen. Right? So I'll start again now, John. You've put me right off my float. Right, I'm going!
These artists, they're so hard to work with.
Oh, these directors, they're so thick. See, as the beard comes back, the wit returns. It was all lost. So there's my little palette. There's me two colours.
So James was saying that there's a scene when they walk into the bar in Paul and they're playing the Cantina band theme song.
Yeah, but like
so
Hillbilly.
And he says like all his friends burst into laughter and no one else in the crowd did. It's a bit awkward, like. I love that film, Paul. Didn't do very well, did it?
No,
I liked it.
I like when she learns that she can swear.
Yes.
And she goes on that little swearing.
Rant.
Yeah, titty poops or something.
Yeah.
Scarlett made me laugh yesterday. What was it? Saturday. So I had Scarlett Saturday. This is a sneak into my really good parenting. We were watching a film, so we watched Anchorman 2.
It was on telly, wasn't it? Yeah.
Right? And she, like me, finds... Is it Steve Carell? Just the funniest human on earth. And then Scarlett, bless her, she was going... He was in that film, wasn't he? He was in that film. You know the one, Almighty. And I was like, Evan Almighty. She went, nah, the other one. I was like, Bruce Almighty. She went, you know, my tiny little nipples went to France. And I just went, yeah, I remember. I was like, how do you remember that? She was like, my tiny little nipples went to France. Right, so I've got this bluey grey mix. Oh, I'm all hot and flustered. I think my glasses have actually steamed up. Now, so let me try and explain stars, if you know what I mean. Right, so what you don't want to do is when I say highlight, so we're going to do lots of stars now, lots of just basically spots. When we come back, we will pick some of those with a spot of white highlighting them, but we will also do just white spots, and we will also be leaving some of these just this colour. And if you kind of overdo it, there's no harm in going back and taking some off. But what you don't want to do is you want to try and make this look organic, right? And it just takes a little bit of practice, so that if you've built... Let me show you something instead of talking. So I'll do this star over in this right-hand corner, and it's quite a big one, right? You can see. So I've made a bigger spot.
So is that a spot or a cross?
That's just a spot at the moment.
Spot.
But this one I'm going to turn into a feature. Right, so I'm going to put a tiny little cross through it. What are you laughing at?
The detail, the detail that you're working in is insane.
Just insane.
Mark has just commented. Mark Pack Hughes has just said the stars on the cockpit of the TIE Interceptor he won a few weeks ago are simply insane. I can only see them with high strength glasses. Such attention to detail. I love it to bits. Thank you.
So this is my feature star.
Look, James, everyone's holding their breath for you.
This is my feature star. So when you do a feature star, you can then put a couple of little very faint ones right next to it, because they will, right? These can be... You don't even have to get the full strength of this blue, because the more times I hit that spot, the stronger that blue-grey becomes on that spot. And it all ties in when you get the white in, yeah? This is just the first part.
Well, they're off on a heist while you're all holding the breath, aren't you?
Yes, Paul, I should be here on Sunday, mate. Yes.
Is Mr. Spurgey joining us?
He is. He's just messaged up. Look at that. And all of a sudden, you have stars.
It's insane.
Toothbrush. Told you.
Flick it all over the paint job.
Been done by now. I've got a big can of this stuff out there. It's called Dip and Shake. Have you tried that yet?
You mean Dip Dab?
Is it what it's called? I don't know what it's called.
You don't know what Dip Dab is?
Yeah, what, the sweet Dip Dab?
Dip Dab.
Yeah, I know what a sherbet Dip Dab is.
It's because only real men know what sherbet Dip Dab is.
Yeah, that's right. Lemon sherbet. So Paul says he's coming to kick Warlord's arse and take names.
Yep.
I like that. Yep. What are you flying, Paul, by any chance? What's your list at the minute? Are you still dabbling with the... you was Imperial last time, weren't you?
He's always Imperial.
Yeah, he's got... is he not always fly... what's it called? A gunboat?
He has, but that got a bit point nerfed. He's Mage of Inda.
All Frick wants to know who's going to Worlds.
I am.
George's going to be there. The world champion's going to be there.
He's going to be there.
I believe our Wookiee's going, is he not?
He's going to be there.
It should be good.
Alex the Brewster's going to be there.
Yeah, Miss.
Ulfric's going to be there.
What about James?
James going to be there.
Yep.
Because I'm going to make him.
Yeah.
Tim Marsden's coming.
Has he got the okay?
From his missus and work.
Oh my goodness. Tim Marsden's going to Worlds.
So we know who the new world champion's going to be.
Yeah, baby. Oh, the Warlords are sending out some heat to Worlds.
Sending out some heat.
Scared.
Right, so a couple of those I'm not quite happy with, and I'm going to cut back in with black in a minute, right? But
oh, you're running double Vader, look. Paul's running Vader, Whisper, Vader.
Oh, yeah, I've got that list. Do you know what's better than that, though, is Vader, Vader, Vader?
I've got Fane, Wedge. It's well good.
Wedge.
Wedge, Thane, Wedge. And 4 layers.
What's the donation link? I will put the donation link up now.
Oh, check out you with your clever one.
Remember, it's going to be lots of Spondoolies tonight, so if you want those.
Yeah, it's 500 tonight for an entry, guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but obviously, Paul, obviously. Yeah, you just changed your list, ain't you? Because you know that you can't run double Vader. We've called you out on it. My phone's buzzing. What go on in? Okay, sending us photos.
Okay, sending us photos of what he's painting at the moment.
Let's have a look here.
I will try and bring them up.
John's going to sort that out for us.
Let's try and find out where he's messaged to.
He's got a message, Warlords.
Yeah.
There it is. That's Warlords.
That's us, isn't it?
That's us. That's that one that we keep getting messages on, John. Isn't it? Busy, that is. Busy page.
Is it 2 a.m. in the morning?
It is, isn't it? No, we ain't got any Y-wings. Go back to sleep.
what are you...
Oh, look at Covy's lights. So posh. Watch out, America. The Warlords are coming unless Trump puts a ban on our entry. What are you on about? Trump loves us.
Somebody just donated. Who was that?
Thank you, Mr. Andy. Thank you, Akash.
Akash in with 100 bits. £3 for Rattler. Oh man, look at it. Don't rate me, George.
£3. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's amazing. You guys are brilliant. You found it, John. We're just trying to sort that out. No, that's a pink Kit Kat.
There we go.
There we go. I'm genuinely hurt that you'd ever describe me as posh. Compared to me, you are okay.
There's K-ship, George.
Lit up at the back.
Lit up at the back.
Just thin your paint a little bit more, mate. That's all I'm seeing there. Just need to thin your actual base paints that you're using a little bit more. Try some Liquitex airbrush medium mixed in with your brush paints.
Liquitex is the daddy.
But other than that, really nice.
Yeah, show the back one with the engine lit up. Here we come, look.
He
does that so well.
He does. So, who's that is flying it? Talk to me, Kay. Tell me. Look, Lee's on. Protec's on.
Hey, Lee finally joined us. Because I don't think he was there earlier. How you doing, brother? Is he there? Is he answering?
He will. He'll pop up. What we got? Generic Jedi Knight. I want 5 of them that I can tell apart. I like it. Yeah, good idea, man. Yeah, just random Jedis. That's what the beauty of Star Wars is. You can paint things up to anything because the canon and the lore of it is so vast that it's just like, it's legit, isn't it?
Well, it's like this that I'm painting now. This is not in a film, but this was a proper commissioned Disney.
Yeah. Someone who works for, someone who did work for Disney put this in.
No, this was one of like the finalised. This was what got.
One of
they went no.
Yeah, no. But you could tell where they were going with it, with hot rod themes and stuff like that. It made total sense with the stylisation of the film they were going for.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, if they'd have put it in like that, you wouldn't have been...
Well, if you actually hear Lucas talk about when he made Star Wars back in the 70s...
Because he made American Graffiti first,
absolutely. It was all about that. A lot of the sounds that we hear for the spaceships are like P48 Thunderbolts and
Yeah.
hot rod engines and
Well, that's where Skywalker Sound came from, isn't it? It was him doing all these crazy things that which created what he is now. You know, it's like Industrial Light and Magic, Skywalker Sounds. They do everything for everyone. There's very few films that you see that ain't got something to do with him, like or his companies. That's why Disney gave him so much money. Oh wow, that's cool.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Adam Byrne has just, thanks for the cheers there for Mark Package. Adam Byrne has just sent us this through, George. He brought this bottle from us last time he was here.
oh, that's wicked.
Yeah, I love that
What? Where
Goblin.
did we have that in here?
Yeah, it's sick, innit? That's the new Goblin stuff.
Yeah.
What? That's Games Workshop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
They're
Oh,
like
I
these
like
weird
that.
shroomed
They're
up
trolls.
Yeah.
Though. Sick, man.
No, I really love the Goblin.
Yeah, with a moon face dude. What's his
Yeah.
name? He's got a special name. He's from the what's it called? Book and
Yeah.
Blind Portents book.
Adam, that's gorgeous, man. Really good job. Really good job. Really good job.
Josh was just reminding us, we were talking about the artwork of this Falcon, as we were saying, and it is in the art of the Han Solo book, which is in the top drawer of one of these cabinets.
Yeah,
right
me,
next to
me
George.
and Josh, apparently, as I was told by Lee, who won it,
Yeah,
me and Josh have to have a match on stream,
and the winner gets it.
and the winner gets it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
Just making sure everybody who's donated bits has got their spondoolies. So if you want to donate bits, I'm on the ball.
Just put me 10,000 on while you're there, John. 10,000. 10,000 bits.
Yeah, take 10,000 off at Ash, John.
Ash ain't got 10,000 anything.
Then you'll be in debt to us, and we'll have to send round the boys to collect.
Cool.
Do you actually watch?
Yeah,
What's your username?
Ash Brooks, isn't it?
Ash.
Yeah, I've got.
You got 1,000?
Yeah, I got 1,141.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 13 hours.
Yeah, it's not as much as some people.
Wow.
Some people don't.
Don't log off.
I think that they stay on after we've come off.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
How'd you get that many?
Who's that?
Yeah, but I can't watch and be in front of the camera. Jesus.
I'm watching now.
You got. Oh,
Got my
that's
Twitch up.
cheating.
No,
That's
it's not.
cheating.
Why?
I don't know.
So the person who's watched us the most, I don't think I've ever seen chatting in the stream, is Virgo Pros.
Who's that then?
And then the second most is V and K. And then Kai Tan. And then Ulfric.
So the top two viewers we've never had comment on
I
stream.
don't think so. No.
Well, so if you are there in stream and like,
The Wookiee's on.
which one? Hey, Kevin Bellamy's first time ever.
I can't believe
Oh,
Kev's on.
I'm a honed.
Yeah.
I'm a honed, Monsieur Kevalicious. That's my Wookiee, everyone. He's going to Worlds.
Yeah.
Where can you find out as you've watched? Hi, Zona. That's me, right?
Yeah,
But
the
like
painting.
as what do you call it? Bob
Yeah.
Bob Ross.
Yeah. Is it Ross?
And here I am, and what you just want to do is get the brush and just
Just put a
some,
little tree in the corner there.
some happy little stars. Just don't be too constricted. Just happy stars, happy. Just get right in there. Right in there.
So how can they find out their hours?
Will you pass me my LSD pipe, please?
yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Let me just lick this ice cube.
They can't find out, they'd have to ask me, but they can find out the top 10 by putting exclamation mark top hours or exclamation mark top will give you points or hours.
Oh, look at, they're all going to go mad now. Watch it. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Slap it against the easel.
Bloody hell.
So white. I'm stepping up to white now, everyone. Just pure white. Now what I did is I went back in with my black and I cleaned up a few of them that I didn't like, which I was like, no, I'm not happy with that position or whatever. So we've got the start. Now,
So the points, top points was, who did it say?
Those top hours.
Hawks Head.
Ulfric, X-Wing Tavern Wars, Protect Morals, Wookiee Outrider, Alan Barlow,
That's points.
F3X. Oh yeah, that's points.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Ulfric's not the highest points.
No, Hawk's Head is our...
Hawks Head's got the most points.
our highest spondoolies.
Wow.
Our lovely American friends are very, very generous with their donations. I will say that.
Kev says
Everybody is.
that your
It's all good.
looks awesome, the Falcon. He's very impressed. Kev, do you want to paint my Sabine? You can paint.
Should I answer for you, Kev?
I'm going to paint it, right? I am going to paint it.
Kev said he'll paint your Sabine if you pay for his Wave 5.
Yeah, I bet. What's he having? Half a ship.
100 points for everything.
100 points for everything. What, only half a list?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
200 points for everything.
Oh, there we go. There's the hours
There's
one.
the hours one.
Captain Rex is in 5th place. Dodd is in number 8.
Top of the pops.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm counting down from 8 to 7. In 7th, we have... Come on, let's do it. Do it. Come on. This is what they want. They want silly English people. The Americans are clearly watching this because they're looking for the next Benny Hill. Right? So let's just give it to them because they haven't had decent comedy since the 80s. Folks. Let's face facts.
Yeah.
It's not enough
I
room
need
in
to
there
paint
to
all
run
my
around.
Legion stuff. Kev, you've done quite a bit of your Legion, ain't you, bro? You show me some pictures. These 3 squads.
Kev's been trying out some of the new the new
Oh, has it?
those new
On what? What you been trying them on, Kev?
on a Stormtrooper, I do believe.
Oh, really? I've heard that they can do great things for white. These new Games Workshop miracle paints.
Yeah, they're very good. They are good. They're not that level, though.
No, but they're not made for that.
They're not made.
They're
go
made
gold
to
do,
churn out
but then
armies.
Nord paints them.
I think the whole point of this endeavour from Games Workshop was to make it so you could have tabletop 4 colour models.
Everybody painted.
Yeah, well, to get your whole army painted. I think that was the point. It was like, get a lot of troops done. Don't be put off by the fact that you've got 300 models.
Yeah.
I've got some paint that'll work.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what they were going with when they came up with this brilliant idea.
Yeah.
You know, the artists, the people that hobby and love painting are never going to accept it because they want to do it the old way.
Yeah.
They want to highlight. They want to do 50 coats.
Yeah.
You make it sound like we want to, when actually we don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, there's no artist
don't
that's
then.
a
Use that
professional
crap
artist that wouldn't love to have a magical spray can.
Yeah, yeah.
But-
tartan in a can.
It just doesn't work like that. When you're like going for,
Stars
yeah,
on your canopy.
So your toothbrush.
It'd be good if
Starbrush,
you
call
get
it.
contrast paint like that, wouldn't
I'm not giving up on the Phantoms yet. I have a list to try. Oh, Kev, so what, still running 4?
boo.
Mark Pack Hughes, just give us a $5. Thank
bloke.
you, mate.
Top bloke.
Top bloke. So, when do you start? Yeah, he's running 4. Well, okay. We'll have to see. I don't know what I'm going to do because,
Kev clearly doesn't care about people liking him.
well, to be fair, if anyone's going to get away with running 4 Phantoms, it's going to be the walk in it, the nicest guy next week. He's like, well, I'm playing Kev. You know, could be the worst list in the world, but I'm playing Kev, so.
it?
You know.
Just pull your arms off. innit?
Well, that as well, yeah.
Well, generally, there's
yeah.
me stood next to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. I can call him a knob. You lot can't.
Someone mentioned 3 Phantoms with Duke and Valen with Duke.
Just stop it.
They're just trying to shoehorn that list back in, aren't they? That's going to tell me across the table other than you, George. Exactly. But they'll all say it behind your back, Kev. They'll be like, oh, Kev, that son of a... Oh, no, Protect, thank you.
Yeah, they'll all tell you behind your back, Kev, or whisper in your ear.
They'll all tell their friends behind your back. They won't tell any of yours or you. So when do we draw the first one?
Oh, you know, about 10 minutes before the end of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Do you do it? Oh, I didn't know. Could you hit the 3 different goals? I didn't know if you were going to draw one and then draw another one.
No, we
later.
put it up as one giveaway.
Right.
Yeah.
First person drawn gets a sack.
You right?
Second gets the wire win.
Gotcha. Very good.
I need to complete that one. Hawk's Head, we've got to send you out something.
What we've got for Hawk's Head?
Art damage deck.
Alt art.
Oh, did he win that?
Yeah.
What, the big one?
That was last Tuesday, yeah. It's not been sent out yet, but it will be soon.
Is that draw live? Yes, it will be live, I should imagine. Will it not?
What, this draw?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be.
Yeah.
What is the time?
We always done live.
What is the time, John?
The time is 8:45, and we've been on for 1 hour 55.
Well, we haven't really, because that first 10 minutes was just placeholder.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is it open yet?
No, not yet.
No.
I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll draw it at 9 o'clock on the nose. Right?
Or should we put it live at 9 o'clock?
Or we'll put it live at 9. You know, we'll open the actual raffle slot at 9 o'clock and we'll draw at 15:15.
Mr. Sparkle says he's been making Legion lists while watching. Oh, awesome. What is in your list? And what are you Imperial, I believe, aren't you, Mr. Sparkles?
So, right, guys, the cameras, they can't even pick up on they don't look like they look here. They look like all tiny little perfect dots, right? It's very hard for me to show you what's really going on with the stars. But that's my stars, right? Then I'm going to crack on to my gun area.
I've been playing Legion. Yeah, look, Mr. Sparkles, you're Dirty Imperials. Boo. I was playing Outer Rim till the little one threw a tantrum. I'm now covered in rusk. Yeah, that'll happen. Resistance handless, very cool. Resistance is definitely going to see a bit of a resurge lately, I think, especially when I get my Naboo Starfighters.
What do you mean, little one, Pie? What were you waiting till you were 60 to have a kid? Because you've got to be in your 50s, mate. So how can you have a little one? I mean, he's an old guy. I mean, he's old. Yeah. Old. One of the oldest looking humans I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Really?
He says, till the little one threw it. He meant his little missus. She threw a rusk at him.
Hi, Death
The
Rain.
cockpit looks like that's a lot.
What's the third ship? TIE.
Striker.
Oh look, he's pressing the buttons. That's very clever job.
I know what I'm doing.
He does know what he's doing. He's like rapid.
That's what his wife said. Just like that. It's what she went, you're rapid, John. Just like, didn't she, John? That's how she talks to him a lot.
She does. She's so ghetto.
Yeah, she's very black.
She's just extremely ghetto. Like she's proper.
John, get me the butter in it.
Yeah.
Chief. That's totally how she speaks to him all the time.
Yeah. She's not a professor at all. She hasn't got published papers or anything. Looks like an awesome ride for Ray now that you need to find a new hand build. No, hand still works. Just we haven't found out.
Who's that?
The Josh.
Yeah, just because you want your Ray business, but
we do want Ray back.
I never loved on Ray. Do you remember?
Yeah, you didn't.
I took it to Worlds and it was the only time I really flew it, and I regretted it from the minute I touched down.
Yeah, it didn't suit you.
No, it don't suit me.
Just tank it.
I don't do shooting people in the face. I do arc dodging.
Yeah, I know.
And just for that kind of once a game, where I get the opportunity to dodge arcs, it just makes me happy. And the minute you do that with a Ray Falcon, it's just a bit crap.
So the rules with Legion are doing my head though. Played 3 games on Saturday, different views on the rules in every game. Which should be pretty simple. I find the rule set for Legion to be incredibly simple. And that's what's great about it. It's dumbed down and not dumbed down, but just basic in the way that it just plays really well. Although I do tend to play Leicester most of the time, and
it means that that's a bloke, not a county.
Yeah, just Leicester, and we kind of have the same opinion on the rules. So if for any kind of if a rule question pops up, we sort out amongst ourselves. So there's never that much in question.
Isn't there like a document about all the rules?
Yeah, it's a living document.
Well, then how can there be
Any question?
any
Because
questions?
it's still interpretation of rules that people seem to get wrong quite a bit.
Do you not have the same sort of Facebook groups as the UK X-Wing
Yeah,
community
Legion
have?
one's the same. It's exactly the same. I really need to get some more table time in Legion. I've only had one game. You do, Rich. You need to play more. It's a great game. I actually won a game the other day, which is a miracle.
What, you won a game?
Yeah, I beat Leicester. I was using the...
Were you playing Navy?
No, I played Leicester. Who
Shut
always beats me.
Unless it's on camera, it didn't happen.
It wasn't on camera. But I did use the new speeder and it was filthy. Absolute animal of a machine. Loved it.
Oh, what, like Luke's speeder?
Yeah. But I put every point into it. Like, I'm not joking. I had a missile launcher on the back. I had a sniper dude on the front. I had the big cannon on the front. I just chucked all the points at it. I had the outer rim jockey pilot on there, so I was dodging everything. It was sick. I loved it. It was really good.
So Ben Lane has sent me a couple of pictures, and I have to say they're very, very nice.
Ben's just put up.
Look at that.
He says these are the only two things that he's done that he's proud of.
Yeah.
That's really nice, Ben.
That's really nice. And the other one,
Can we get that ship to work yet?
No, not yet, because they didn't touch the points. They actually made him more expensive
even
because of
nicer.
putting
I
trick
think
shot
they're
up.
lovely.
They are cool.
They are very nice.
Oh, they're lovely, dude.
I love me some gobos.
I love a gobbo too.
It's them new ones, man.
The
They've
new
really
Gobbos
got
are
style.
just
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Can you chuck up those two dial covers when
Yep.
you find them? So we've also got another viewer called Josh Holt. The American viewers among you will know him. He's kind of a bit of a name out there on America Landshire. And he sent me, he's a great customer, he buys my dial covers, and he sent me a picture of a Darth Maul and a Count Dooku that he did.
Was that his Dooku?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
So that's his Darth Maul. It's a bit of a
Nice.
blurry picture, but really great.
It's
But this
Dooku
Dooku,
is
oh
just
my days.
Out of this world.
Yeah, this is going to look the tits on the table. I'm telling you. When you see this on stream, look at that.
Really good. How good is that?
Can you imagine? Like I was saying this to George earlier. I mean, he's come such a long way with his design of his dials and stuff. But if you were playing X-Wing and that is your dial cover and you're flying Dooku, how proud would you be of having that on there? There is, that is yours.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I really like that. I think that's one of my favourite ones you've done. And Dooku, I thought it was good when you showed me the work in progress pictures. But seeing it painted like that, oh my god, yeah. Yeah, look, Ben, he hasn't been playing 2400 at all because, you just can't. Such a shame. That was my
So
favourite
gutted
ship for
about
so
it.
long.
So gutted about it.
They don't want to make Dash playable because he's not canon. That's what it is.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, man. I want to kill him off. I'd love to say that isn't the reason and that they're just being... But I can't see them putting that much effort into something that's not canon anymore.
Yeah.
Because Disney won't want them to, for starters.
Yeah, no. Unless Disney bring him back.
Yeah, it's still quite untouched, that area.
Yeah.
It's quite doable.
Yeah.
So, I think there's little bits in those new Star Wars cartoons that they've done. They've done some little snippet cartoons like Force of Destiny and the where I think there's some Princess Leia stuff in that where she gets the Bausch costume. So that's that timeline.
Boosh.
Yeah, Bausch, that one.
Don't
I
call
can't
her
wait
Bash.
for Mandalorian.
Yeah, the Mandalorian's going to be exceptional. Kept in the same points. James Dodd. Hi. That's Warlords. Bring up the Warlords chatter, John. They have an upgrade coming out in the future that has the potential to fix him. There we go. Defrain says they will fix Dash. I hope so.
Just says hi.
Hi, Donna.
Oh, he sent me some
he's got some pictures. We've got some more pictures. I like this when they keep sending us stuff.
It's interactive.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
It's like, you know how this all started? It was the telephones of the 80s.
Yes, dialing in.
We
and
are
talking to people.
basically Terry Wogan of Twitch.
I need 4 or 5 ship lists that are competitive but fault simple, as Jude's current list, no legal points.
Who's this?
Paul.
Who wants lists?
For Jude.
Paul, this is the wrong stream for lists. That's the Minox Squadron or something like that.
And we've got these pictures, John. Look, we've got some new ones. Yours.
Joe, you like these?
Who sent these?
It's
Doddy.
Doddy gave me. He's from Doddy. There's only one.
Check it out.
Oh, Space Wolves. Love it.
I remember. Do you remember in the 90s when they first released them? The first box set ones? Like the proper Space Wolves. When they first did the Space Wolves in the 90s.
Vaguely, that's one thing I can't really remember. I remember most of the stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember when they did. I remember when they properly brought out Space Wolves in the 90s, and they had the Long Fangs box and everything like that. And they were the proper boxes, like the cardboard boxes with the polystyrene inserts and you know, the metal miniatures, plastic arms, and yeah. Oh, I remember very well. I remember that whole release. That was at the time of, you know, when they were releasing Man of War and everything else. Battlefleet, well, what was then Space Fleet.
Yeah.
On the subject of Space Wolves, 4th edition, 40k rulebook, double page spread of a Space Wolf army. I painted that.
He did. And in fact, I believe we've got a copy of that on our shelf, have we not? Or we did have at one point.
You definitely did have. I don't know.
Kev's old enough to remember that.
I'm certainly old enough.
Was it early 90s that was?
Whether you
we're
can
talking
remember
91, 92.
What?
That Space Wolf release. When they did that. It was a big release at the time. It was massive. There you go. Look, Dodette, he's got that book. There you go. Get it open. You remember Man of War?
Yeah, get it open, take a photo, send it to John.
Got all the Space Wolf codexes. Doddy has. I'll check my codex collection.
I weren't in any of the codexes.
4th edition was in the 2000s. Yes, 4th edition was in the 2000s, but that release was in the 90s.
You're talking about the original release of Space Wolves, aren't you?
Yeah. Kev, was it at uni? In the 90s, Kev. Wow. Where was I?
Jail.
No.
Rehab.
Rehab, maybe. Yeah. Space Wolves equals chaos, says Protec.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. They don't have pineapple on their pizzas, Lee. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Dark Angels of Chaos, that's for sure.
Who said that?
That's from Dodde.
Has that all changed now?
Right, Dark Angels are chaos, man. Every single character in the Dark Angels is named after the fallen angels.
Yeah, half of them were chaos, weren't they?
They are bloody chaos. Yes, that's the cool thing about Space Wolves, though, isn't it? They are just Vikings in space. Like they're the Norse, like just crazy ass.
Yeah.
Orcs in power armor.
Pretty much, yeah. With
That's why
fangs.
I played two things. I played Orcs and I played Space Wolves.
You not play any other?
I played Imperial Guard.
Oh, really? Just for the tanks.
And I played a tank company
Yeah.
that never shot.
Really?
It was all Lehman Russes, and I just tank shock everyone. People would be like, "What are you doing? Why are you going 12 forward?" It's going because you can't shoot. You can. I go, "No, I can't."
Yeah, I'm going to run you over.
And I would. They'd all be sat at the back of the table, and then just 6 Lehman Russes would come through the terrain and go, "Go on then. Are you going to fail because I've got this dozer blade, whatever?" I'm sure it was something like that. And they'd go, "Woo! Run away then." Oh, you off the board?
Yeah,
excellent.
I win. Tabled.
They were all modelled on the Knights of the Round Table, so they had all like the hunting lances that you have on horses.
Yeah.
And they were all called Galahad.
Oh,
Sir Lancelot. Yeah, they're all knights with livery, but because they never shot, they just went go, and everyone would be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Going, look, and if you can get through that armor 14 before I get to you, you win.
Yeah.
Oh, did you bring las rifles?
Yeah.
I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, I did a battle report. My orcs in White Dwarf.
Did you know?
Yeah, I had an orc speed freak army that I did a battle report.
Very famous orc speed freak army in White Dwarf. In fact, a lot of people used to still come and talk to you about that when we were out. A lot of people will come and find George and mention his speed freak army. It's like quite famous. Yeah.
Right,
They
so
still fanboy over it, don't they, when they come and find you?
they do fanboy over it.
They do. I know.
Right, so white chipping's done, engine's done. I did touch a little bit of silver, guns bit highlighted, stars done. Now all I'm going to do is some final, like scratch weathering. So I'm going to be using literally all the colours of washes. So a couple of spots on my blue grey. Just making a big old nasty concoction.
Alfred's asking what number, but I bet we can't remember that.
No, we won't know.
What number
The white
issue?
Dwarf.
Man, God knows.
Yeah. Someone out there will know.
So
don't
yeah,
they?
there's probably somebody on the stream
Yeah.
might even know.
You might even find it on Google for the Speed Freaks army, and it might be mentioned. Speed Freaks game is good. I'm not salty at all about our game. What are you on about, Mr. Wellband?
What's that?
87.
What was he saying?
Oh yeah, is that Sai? Ah, yeah, because we played Speed Freaks, the board game,
Right, and
and
He cheated massively. No, he didn't cheat. It was perfectly legitimate.
what Simon did, or me?
Well, it was James, wasn't it?
No, I didn't. I win.
You won,
Yeah.
but weren't it James who like veered into
no,
his lane?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I blocked Sai off. No, because that was it. James
Yeah.
blocked him off, and then I pounded forwards and removed the
Yeah.
thing, and he got knocked out.
James just went 90 degrees into his lane.
Yeah. Paul's saying Speed Freaks just a very expensive Gaslands rip-off. You could say that, Paul, or you could say that Gasland's just a crap version of Speed Freaks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hasn't that been around for ages as well?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
form of Speed Freak.
Yeah, Speed Freaks is where it's at really, because it's orcs. But I've not played Gaslands, although I've heard it's amazing. A lot of people play it. I'm not dissing it at all. But you know, you can't. Of course, it's expensive. It's Games Workshop. It's got their IP. And if you actually look in the Speed Freaks box set, the
There's
models
a lot in there.
are amazing.
oh, for what you got for the money
Oh,
was
it was
amazing.
wicked. Yeah, it was a proper good game. We got 2 boxes, ain't we?
We got 2 boxes. We play 4 players,
Yeah.
and we do.
I do remember Car Wars. Well, it was called Dark
Future.
Dark Future
Future.
was insane, man.
Yeah, I had that.
Now that was what I was hoping Speed Freaks was going to be.
Dark
What,
Future.
Dark
would have
Future?
been amazing,
Yeah, because it was you got to upgrade the engines and the cars and the guns,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and this you don't. So
Not in. Yeah. So
that's what I was really.
It's
hoping
kind of
for.
like Necromunda, but with cars.
Yeah.
Where you progress through time.
well, I thought. Well, I really thought Speed Freaks was going to be. Is it Gorka Morka?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind
Yeah.
of is a bit.
No, it isn't, because Gorka Morka had like your traditional skill things for all your boys, and it was much more like a crossover between Necromunda.
Yeah, it's had a really strong campaign system. Didn't it?
Yeah, where you grew and got better. That's what I was hoping
Isn't
for.
there something a bit like that in Speed Freaks?
There is a campaign
There is a
system,
campaign system,
but it's just like
but
a
it's
back
basic,
page.
yeah.
Yeah. So we just had confirmation that White Dwarf number 294 for the Army Showcase of Georgie's Speed Freaks, and White Dwarf number 298 for the Battle Report.
Who did that?
Okay, Google
Can
it.
someone write that down for me? Please, someone write that down.
We got what's that?
Yeah, let me take a picture.
What's a Zona? What's that?
Well, pretty
I
much
feel
that
it.
whole year I
don't
was
know what
in
it is.
White Dwarf a lot that year. So now, do you see what I'm doing with the washes now, right? So same washes I used all over, look. You start to see, you see like these little marks here?
Oh, we should have put the giveaway like.
And you see
Well, we're 9 o'clock in.
Yeah.
these
We
few
are.
streaks? This is what I'm starting to do with it now, right?
Oh yeah, look. Ooh,
Is
Geordie
it
sent us some
starting to
stuff.
put in?
Geordie sent us some Google information about George's articles. He sent us some images, John. Bloody hell. Yeah, someone's like showcased a load of your stuff on Photo Bucket, George.
What?
Doddy sent us it. There's a link to it. Look, you famous, baby.
What the? On my tank company and everything.
Yeah.
Shut up. I didn't know none of that was there.
George Dillipin in GW models. He's took photos of everything. Wow, yeah. Here's your tank company, look.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. All on there. Wow. Yeah, Doddy's sending us it. Oh, it's all on the wall of chat. Look, there's his arm, there's his Space Wolf.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They're lovely.
Yeah.
They're the models I'm on about. Maybe.
So you can start to see what's happening. So it's really becoming like this rich. Once you start doing stuff like this, and when you're using a glaze like this, you can hit it and you can make things quite light, you can make them much stronger.
Post some links up. Some links to what?
To
To the pictures of George's stuff. We could even... first winner wins the site, second... Yeah, we know all that. So what have I got to do to enter this raffle, John? I'm going to win that bloody Y-Wing.
Go and put exclamation mark raffle.
Hang on. Let me get to it first. You've got to remember.
Hold on, let him close down Pornhub.
Yeah, well, it never fully closes down.
Or your whole phone would just switch off.
I don't know if I'll
Be like, what's happening?
Yeah. Right, so I do what? I press I raffle.
No, exclamation mark.
Exclamation, yeah.
I raffle.
Raffle.
I upside down.
I know, I
Exclamation
call it
mark.
I raffle, but it's not I raffle. If you tell people that, I might get confused.
I raffle. Then
Mainly
the number.
at weekends.
I can have two.
Yeah.
www dot.
No. You don't need the www.
Why is it there then? How does it know it's not the world? What it might think it's the Loughborough Wide Web.
No.
If I don't put the W's in.
It doesn't.
Right, I raffle 2 tickets. Why haven't it? Oh, because I'm not a bloody subscriber because it's run out today. God damn it!
Got another one.
I would have got another one.
That's made my day.
Not a great day, is it? What a bellend.
You said it.
I know.
We all just thought it.
Yeah. Sugar plums.
It's 500 points a ticket, guys.
Can you
it's
guys
just cost me a G, that.
Can you guys see the difference from here to here, right? So look, once I started to add these very subtle marks, a lot of these are just over bits where I've done white already. Some of them aren't. Got some few nice streaks.
And usually you
right?
drag it off points, don't you?
Yeah,
Like,
and it really ups. Little scratches, little nicks. You don't want to go mad. Look, so there's a bit of white you can see, and then I like catch just over. Look on top of the whites. You
just
see?
caught some space debris.
Right where it's had a little chip. Same on. Oh, I'm leaning on my thing. You see right on the edge there where I've done some white. I'll do the same. I'm using it as a bit of a guide. And you end up with this very natural patina. Oh, that's a nice word. I like that.
Patina.
Patina. Do you like
Is
that?
it a musical instrument?
No, it's like patina. Is another way of saying it. So it's like a finish.
Okay.
That
I like
you're
that.
getting.
I like that. Do you remember when you used to teach me words all the time?
I just taught you one, patina.
Patina.
Yeah, or patina.
Patina.
Depends where you're from and how you say it.
Patina for me, I think.
Patina's sexier though.
Yeah.
Because you could say, do it for me, patina. Right? Yes, like this. Do it for me.
Oh, for it says
Oh,
you mean
Slowly,
Ross.
do it.
You mean Ross?
Do it doucement.
Doucement.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah. What's that one? Doucement.
Do it slowly.
Is it?
Yeah.
Doucement.
Doucement.
I like
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I've got a question for the stream.
They're both taking like chat up tips
Yeah.
from the least successful man in the world.
Right, so for the stream, Outer Rim's been out quite a while now, yeah? How long we had it? Couple of months?
Yeah.
At least 8 weeks, ain't we? Six to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
I'm loving the game. I'm yet to use my dice in X-Wing. They are fully legal in X-Wing,
And
right?
they're fully broken.
Oh, yeah. So that's what I want to know. Do you think they're broken?
Yep.
Because everyone's kicking off on the UK page at the minute about dice.
You shouldn't be allowed. I'm sorry. Shouldn't be allowed to use those dice in X-Wing.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, should you not only be allowed to use core dice then?
No, you should be allowed to use official X-Wing dice.
They are.
They are.
But they're not. They're outer rim dice.
I think they're just repackaged X-Wing dice.
With like massive variants that are much better. Then again, I think all core set dice should be banned.
They'd have to be really heavily weighted though to make a statistical difference, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Statistically, it's so hard to have broken dice. I mean, bar weighted dice.
Yeah.
It's really not.
Oh, look, Kev. Patina is a surface created by oxidation on copper, bronze, and similar metals.
See?
Oh.
I'll teach you the sexy words. Kev teaches you what they mean.
Yeah. The pie says gold dice don't work anyway. They're all blanks. Hashtag all blanks.
No, they're not pie. What a lot of nonsense.
Jake says, yeah, I'm with Rasta. Play with the dice you've won because he's won some now. Jake, it is an absolute miracle that you have only just won dice. I do not know how you have only just won dice.
Because he doesn't go to that many. It just
but he's one of the best players I know. And he's consistently good. The fact that he's only just got dice is an absolute joke. My gold dice are staying in the outer rim box, says Mr. Sparkles.
Good for you, Mr. Sparkles.
I use dice I've won as well.
Cool.
Who's
I
that?
won none, so
You
what does that
would be
leave me?
playing.
Yeah, just protesters winning them on eBay can't. Yeah, like it.
You're still a winner.
Yeah, that's right. I won.
Lee's got a huge dice collection.
Yeah, I bet it is. Cav, you've won like 1 million sets of dice. Who's that? Dev Frame's been using the same dice since he started. Yeah, I mean, I love my OG core dice, and I'm talking OG. I bought the core set the day it came out, the original core set. So, whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. People may have switched my dice out, but as far as I'm aware, they're still the original ones. Barlow says, don't even want them in the box, so bad. Dice app. None of that nonsense.
Who's that?
We'll have none of that nonsense.
Who said dice app?
As
owner. Although he did put some pictures next to it, which don't know what they are. Does that mean crap?
Mincing the dice.
Yeah, I can't use dice app anyway. We're not allowed. We don't allow that in here, do we?
Well, what's the point of playing a game where you don't even get to roll your own bloody dice?
Yeah.
You might as well just cut your throat and go and be a normal vanilla human being that goes to work and has no interest apart from beating their wives up and watching football.
Not that there's no wrong with football, but
There is with
don't beat
beating your wife up.
Yeah. I don't like the dice app as computers can't generate truly random numbers. Rasta, who said dice app? Twitch chat. You in trouble now. Tartan James, you have 236 Spondulis. Good to know. Software can be altered. Yes. No, we don't do dice apps. Have we ever had anyone try to use the dice app in store?
I think I've seen someone using one once. And
I
that
used it
might
for
have
the
actually been at Worlds where I saw someone
Did you use
using
it
the
for the
dice
RPG?
app.
Yeah, but that was when it was like quite hard to get the dice at one point.
It was hard to
Whereas
get
now,
the
like,
dice,
I've got
yeah.
5 sets, you know. So I'm kind of like, alright.
There's an FFG, a dice app.
Yes, I know.
There's an official dice app,
which covers all their games.
Yeah.
So it's like for the RPG. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? If you couldn't get the dice, but now they're so readily available. I mean, there's so many core sets out there, isn't there, that you get a full set. So, well, band. Look, you've got 1137, so you can have 2 tickets free if you're a subscriber. But if you win that Y-wing, I'm having it. Just so you know. Dice app used in last weekend's SOS in Spain. Oh my God, no, it weren't. Really, Ulfric, is that true?
If Ulfric said it,
Yeah,
it happened.
Captain Rex says it as well. Using Spanish Open last weekend.
And he gave up with it. 2/3 through. 100% he got, and the variance will be better than actual cheap X-Wing dice. Yeah, it's just the sheer idea that you're not rolling any dice. It just seems madness to me.
I just don't believe that there's any significant variance in dice rolling.
No, I don't. We've talked about this. When you filter in how dice are thrown, a breeze, table, everything, to the texture of your skin, you know, you'd have
colour of your drink.
your pink monster you've just had. All these things will change it. So, as we know, it's really hard to fake. I mean, I've even rolled fake dice and it's still come up with bad numbers.
Even weighted dice. It don't work every time.
No.
You've been in the same room as Dodgy Dice, Ash.
Yeah. Someone didn't we have a D6 here somewhere?
Yeah,
Had like it's got like a weight in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
It's well good. You can use a magnet on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the play mat, the table, everything, all these variations to filter in. It's really hard. Dice gloves. Oh, I love it. Yeah, we'll have some of them.
What, dice gloves?
That's what he's saying. It's a new marketing opportunity for FFG. Dice gloves. Variance is also around. So while your dice may be 1 to 2% more likely to roll a certain face, there's no pattern to which that face that is. It's all averages out.
That's not to say that gamers don't believe in it, because
and
I mean, you see even D&D players throw away certain D20s.
I'm a true believer in those dice crap. I can't roll them.
Yeah.
I need to roll something different. And I've had games where like 80% of the die rolls have been blanks.
Yeah.
And you've just gone, I just couldn't roll anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sometimes but that's what's wonderful about dice games, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, that is what is amazing about them, is the fact that it's so randomised. And just the app taking that tactileness away from you. The holding of the dice, the rolling them in your hands, the warming them up, the blowing on them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, and releasing
the
them
actual
across
feel that you've actually influenced that roll somehow.
Yeah, so look, I mean, FFG could make X-Wing dice at casino standards, but I've investigated how much custom casino dice would cost. And I'm not sure many players would be happy paying £50+ for a dice pack. Exactly. You can buy X-casino dice, because they will only use them in a casino for so long before they switch them out because of these...
Cheswick sell them, actually.
Yes, X-casino ones. They do, don't they?
They do.
They're quite big and quite heavy, aren't they?
Yeah, I had
They're
one.
very square-edged.
Yes.
I used to have
They're not very
one.
nice to roll.
No.
I used to love mine.
Yeah?
My mate brought me, I think, 1 or 2 back from Vegas, and I used to use them as my initiative dice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I really liked them.
Yeah, the time it takes people to roll dice thousands of times, checking for variance, could be spent getting a few practice rounds in.
Yeah, totally.
I like it, definitely. Exactly, and George just uses the Force to influence it anyway, so he's a cheat.
Shut up. My dice are gas.
Not everyone's got Jedi powers, so you using them is unfair.
My dice are gash, man.
That last game we played on stream, your dice were fire.
That was...
That Dengar was bull crap.
It was a little bit.
He saved everything.
He did do that.
I played Leicester at Legion the other day as well with Boba Fett, and Boba Fett made 14 out of 14 saves.
Really?
Yeah. I got him down to 1 and he made 14 out of 14 saves, and he was just looking at me like, what can I do? I'm like, oh, this game sucks, man.
That's the problem though, don't you? Because it all averages out, but you won't count that one game that you did really well in.
Oh yeah,
because it's probably not an important game.
Yeah.
And then when it gets to a really important game, and that you get those bad averages.
Yeah. Well, it's only important games you lose, isn't it?
Yeah.
The ones you win, you just Yeah, Rasta's dice are so gaff, he's switched to art dodging. It's true. We've had that conversation many a times, haven't we, George? Just like, What's the kit? All right, my dice are terrible. Don't roll no dice then. Just don't let them shoot at you. No evade dice, don't matter. Falcon, I've got to go. Good night. The Falcon looks amazing.
Who's that?
Lucky call sign.
Lucky call sign. Did he enter the giveaway?
Have you entered the giveaway?
I think he did donate, didn't he?
Did he? Have you got some tickets? Because we're about to draw, ain't we?
I think we should draw in a minute, John.
Do it. Because I've got a roll anyway, boys.
So, guys, last chance to get your raffle tickets in. 500 Spondoolies a ticket. These are for the ship giveaways. And we are going to draw some winners in a second.
Here we go.
Well, we're giving them a few more minutes.
Give them a few more minutes.
Just so that if they've just got here or...
So Paul's only got 309 Spondoolies, so he's got to jump in there and get some tickets. That means you got how does he do that? So he's only got 309 and he needs 500 to get a ticket, right?
So he'd need to either cheer or donate.
Cheer or donate. And how does he do that, John?
By going to...
You like that?
I didn't really.
Oh no.
Teach him the ways. To donate or cheer, you PayPal Ash Brooks. So you do... I don't like this Falcon. You could do better. I think you should just give it to me and start again.
All right, Pi. Sorry, man. I'll leave it here for you at the weekend, dude.
Or you could dual heist.
Here we go. Look, so first winner, there you go. So 500 ticket, cost 500 Spondoolies. Kevin Billy, you have 16 Spondoolies, Kev. What have you been doing?
Not watching.
No, he doesn't watch. He doesn't watch ever.
Right.
This thing is looking insane. Dude. What?
It's looking all right, isn't it, guys?
Right, and you can't see, guys. I mean, you can see a little bit of the stars on there, but what I can see on the front panel now with the blues and the whites, especially on the end one, the big star on the front with a real gloss one, is just
It'll look even better
unbelievable.
when they've had...
Against the black, it is gobsmacking.
When they've had a varnish as well.
Yeah, when you give them a bit of a... Oh, yeah.
A bit of a gloss.
Ooh.
So you can see, I hope, how we can use this same wash like many different ways, and how the paintwork in these ships is a process of layers, right? And it's not until we get right to this final stage that we're actually starting to see this picture like this. So here's a bit about me. I'm so OCD with my work, I haven't felt comfortable with any of you looking at this until now. Because I know what it can look like, and until that point there's part of my brain I have to stop from apologising that it's not there yet. But it's about understanding the process you go through, and then not getting disheartened with how long it often takes to get to that process. And that it is about, you can see I'm going back, so I've already been around these areas, but as I'm working, I'm turning, I'm looking, and I'm like, I want a bit there, I want a bit there, or time to stop.
No, so the shuttle doesn't unlock on this one, does it?
It does, but it's not painted. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah.
Who's that? Does the shuttle unlock? It does, but I haven't
Josh.
painted it to undock. Because this is just meant to be like this. So, we can draw. I think we should draw.
Draw.
Right, guys.
Right, so entries finished.
You can no longer enter the raffle, ladies and gentlemen.
So the wash, Pi would like to know what it's called. It is Vallejo Model Wash.
So Vallejo Model Wash is the type. I've used the combination of a blue-grey, a couple of browns and a black. And then to rub it off is just a moistened cotton bud with some water.
Ooh, moistened. Good.
Remember, the stronger the shade and the lighter the base colour, the more it will affect. So you want to use it, like as I'm using this very dark, you can see I'm not trying to cover it because it will stain that white. I'm actually using it like a paint, but a paint that when I'm not happy with a bit, I can quickly just remove it with that cotton bud, as you guys saw me doing. Let's pop her on this to get you a better so that's certainly getting you a nice look at that.
It's just insane.
There is still something I want to do on this model. But we'll see what the time is in a minute, and we'll see if I've got time to do it. Right.
So for the psych.
For the psych, everyone. Wow, 140. You guys are amazing. So thank you very much for all your donations. And your donations have gone towards a 3-part stretch goal. First one is a psych. Second one is a Y-wing. And the third one is a tie striker. So
With a fin.
With a fin. A tie sharker.
Yeah.
So, John, let's do it.
Drum roll.
Azona! Well done, mate.
Right. Was that the guy who was just saying I got to go?
Yeah, no, Azona's in America as well. God
Wicked.
damn it. It's going to cost me a fortune.
Yeah.
Azona, well done, bro. You win the psych. Please get in touch with me through my Facebook page is probably the best way, or send an email to John at the store and we will get that out to you in the next week or so. Damn you, pizza guy. And the next one is for
the Y-wing.
Y-wing.
Here we go.
It's the one I want.
And it is...
It's Doddy!
Amy.
Well done, Doddy.
And he was having a go at Corporal Hicks from last week because he won the interceptor. Yeah. And now Doddy's won the Y-wings. Well done, Dodd.
Well done. Well done.
And last one.
And last but not least, the hotly awaited. Keep your fingers crossed, Death Revived, but you've already had a fire spray, so you know I wouldn't be too crossed. But this is for the tie striker. The winner is
Clive.
Well done,
Yeah.
Clive.
It hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, it's
Yay! Clive's won the tie striker. Really good. Look, I think that's just proved the point that the 3 people that won the ships were 3 people that donated.
So they did donate.
Right, and that's certainly not cutting off the giveaways to people that haven't donated.
No.
Right, because you can build your spondoolies just by watching.
Yeah.
And when you see something like, you can hit those. But
Yeah.
it was just letting you guys know, up in that spondoolie count was to give the guys that are regularly supporting us every Monday a bit of a bigger bite at that cherry. So, Clive, I'll bring that to you at Imperial March. Azona, you get in touch, and Doddy get in touch as well, and we'll get them out to you.
Clive did just ask, will you be flying such ships at Imperial March?
I may well be flying that ship. But I might well be flying my Anakin list as well, that I painted on stream too, which I haven't had a chance to play yet.
Okay. Oh, really? What Jedi?
Anakin.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just Anakin.
Oh no, and like
Yeah.
either 3 or 4 torrents.
Yeah.
But it's fat Anakin.
Yeah.
It's my crazy
And then a block of torrents.
the block of torrents. But they're all been painted as Anakin from the comics. So it's
Yeah.
all black and Imperial
Oh, nice.
with red,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
meant to be his
Oh,
501st
yeah. That's
Death
what we
Troopers.
said. Hunting
Yeah,
down
yeah.
the... yes. Like it.
Already done them.
You've done it?
Yeah, dude. That was. Where have you been?
I just live under a rock now.
What was I painting when he came for the last
This.
Rasta and Ash? No.
Yeah. Painted it white.
It was right at the start of it. Yeah.
It's this.
No, that's water in there, George. Oh no, you didn't, did you plonker? No, I didn't. What did I do with it?
What? Pipes there?
No, not with pipe. Bugger. Right, so what I was going to do, what is the time, John?
9:30.
No, I'm not going to.
2 hours 38 we're going.
Right, so we're going to call it a day. But what I was going to do, right, look, it needs now to be varnished. So the process of varnishing will be, I use, just quickly to talk you through it, because you're not going to see this model again, and next week it will just be painted, is matte varnish. Now this is probably mixed with 50% water or airbrush medium. I use Liquitex before you're going to put it through an airbrush successfully. I'm spraying at about 20 pound of pressure all over, 3 or 4 coats, hair dry in between, nice and dry. It will go matte, matte, matte. The gloss will do the same, just for the canopy areas, just inside the engine. That will be applied with a brush. The only other thing I was going to change, I was going to do, so let me show you. This is what I was going to get you all to vote on. I did have it all written out and I've lost it.
Points have changed. Points have changed for
Right.
Warlords this weekend, guys.
So do you
Just
see
you
that
know,
this
points have
panel
changed.
here? Right, I was going to paint a word in Aurebesh on this panel and the one on the opposite side, right? So I was going to probably write Falcon in Aurebesh. I was going to give you guys the chance to pick. But basically, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to put a little bit of Aurebesh script on here, probably in red, just to keep that red theme come across.
I want Millennium McFalcon face.
Millennium McFalcon face. That's it. Once I get it varnished, it will tone down. You can see there's that bit of shine, right? But
that Jake is somewhere else.
We are getting there as far as that little squad goes, huh? Let's turn that the right way for you people.
Pimp on one side, ride on the other. Or low ride on our best. That looks sick.
Yeah.
Or MUF DVR.
MUF DVR.
What film's that from? What number plate is that film from?
DV.
First person to get that. It doesn't matter about when they're legal. We are our own set of rules, Alan Barlow.
Yes.
Right, so it's a film. Early 80s, maybe late 70s. MUF DVR, very famous film. Come on, someone give me, if you can give me the Archnin! Good job I didn't offer anything. He was so quick. Archnin, respect. You get my respect for that. It was Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke.
Impressive.
Very impressive.
I always remembered it the way they written. I was like, I want that when I grow up. I want that as my number plate. Yeah, so I'm really properly in love with this.
Yes, you've done it. It's stunning. Man.
It's. I'll get some proper nice photos for next week. Oh, right. Quick heads up about next week. Not 100% sure there is a next week because I've got Scarlett on Monday. And that will be the day after Sunday, which I will have been here playing X-Wing. So she'll already be knackered from Sunday. And then she'll have school Monday. And I'm not 100% sure whether she's going to be in the mood for come in next Monday. Right, guys? So we might not have a Monday. We might. She might be cool with it. Right? So Monday next week is a bit of a up in the air. The Monday after that is definitely not happening, right? Because John's on holiday. He has to go and have his day because of his hideousness. Every year, by law, he has to go into somewhere where no one can see him.
I got to put my face in a rock pool.
Yeah, he has to completely cover his face. Just
and that's to get it to even half way where you can look at him.
It's just because if he doesn't, if there's a face like that exposed for 52 weeks of the year, there can be truly no love.
It drains happiness from the planet.
He is like Sauron. He's that guy, right?
It's his face.
No, look.
I've got to do that. We've got that picture of his face.
That's really happening.
That'd be the best thing ever.
When I do come back, whether it's next week or in 2 or 3 weeks' time, I will come back with a figure repaint. I will come back with a full set of pictures of this.
He's a Dementor. That's wicked.
I watched that the other day. What was it you got to say? Patronus! It was on yesterday. Let's put that down. Yeah, I can see. So I'll come back with a figure repaint. I'll have you some full pictures of this. This has been great to work on. I've still, obviously, you can see, in my head, I'd gone too far, and the work that was left wasn't enough to fill 2 hours. So I was freaking out, and I stopped. And actually, it's 2.5 hours, and I haven't even finished. Right?
I can see what have we done? You just get lost in it.
This is our 3rd episode on this ship.
3rd or 4th? 3rd.
It's 3rd, and we've spent on average 2.5 hours an episode.
Yeah, I've only missed one episode.
So that's 7.5 hours here. I know I've put over 5 hours at home into that.
Wow.
Right, so that puts us at 12 hours, maybe 12.5 hours. I've probably got an hour and a half, 2 hours more. So we're at somewhere in the region of 14, 15 hours work just for the Falcon.
Yeah.
Just to give you guys an idea, and that's like you nailing it every time. So just get in your heads that a lot of the projects, if you're going for like the top levels, you've got to give yourself time. And 16 hours actually sounds quite quick to me, and it's probably just because I'm so practiced at what I'm doing, I've got those numbers down, whereas I would have expected that to have been something like a 3-day paint job, so 24 hours of work.
Have you enjoyed the process of, as you're painting, chatting to these guys?
I love it.
Yeah, like, do you think it eases the painting side of it? Like,
yeah, I love painting
like this. Yeah, wicked. Because it kind of comes across really well. Like, you know what I mean? I like the way that you. It's almost like it invigorates you a little bit when you're talking about it. You know, if there's no one there and you're just doing it and you're just painting and painting, and painting.
Yeah.
But if you're telling someone about it and you're showcasing it, you actually pay that little bit more to it, don't you? You're like, oh man, this is that bit.
So right, I ain't full of all the magical teach you words, right? As you can see with that stupid sentence. But the reality of it is, right, I've spent my whole life making things with my hands. And the way I found most valuable to learn how to make anything or to learn a set of skills, because I have lots of them, was just simply by watching a master at their craft. So if I wanted to watch how to cut a set of hinges into a door frame, I'd stand and just watch a carpenter, and I'd watch more how he was holding his tool, or how it's the little things, right? So you have the opportunity to just sit and take that in without me even being able to explain it. And most of it is kind of like muscle memory for me. And it's muscle memory because I've just done it, got it wrong and done it and done it and done it and done it and done it. So the biggest advice I can give you from these shows is to just kind of notice where I'm going and how I'm moving my hands, how I'm holding my brush, how you see me going back and cleaning my paint off, how I'm cleaning my ebb, all the little bits, right? Then you take that and you practice, and you will then eventually be able to do some of the things exactly the same as I'm doing. And because that's almost what I know is about watching someone that was better than me at the time, watching them do it, and then going away and practicing and practicing and practicing. So I can talk at you all day long, but actually when he's here sometimes and he talks and I can just get on, I actually probably think there's more of a lesson in those episodes than the ones where I just orate all the time. So, do you know a master, and can you recommend them, Master? Yeah, I do know a master. I know someone who builds sheds really well. I know someone who's pretty good at delivering mail. I know someone who is literally the master of being hideous.
Yeah.
Right, so listen, that is it. Yeah, we're done for tonight. It's been longer than it should have been. I'm really glad you like them. I'll have proper photos for you, and I'll get some on the internet as well soon. And I'm going to play them this weekend, so let's see if Hand's really crap. And then,
you're going to see them on stream, so please
join
us this weekend.
If not, some of you like scum-loving Mother Hubbards out there, send me your good scum lists.
Yeah, because you can always chuck that in there.
Yeah, and I suppose I could use that as femrow, couldn't I?
Yeah.
But really, like, it's femrow, right? It's femrow. You've seen nothing.
It's the escape show.
Yeah, it's the escape show. It's a great idea. Right, so thank you very much for everyone tonight that donated. You have your names checked at the end. Thank you for all of you that have cheered and subbed, and those that keep coming back regularly and get whatever you guys get out of this.
Yeah, we love all your subscribers. Amazing.
It gets me out of the house, honestly, as well. Thank you very much for that. Otherwise, I'd just be at home bored, shitless.
Building Legos.
No, I ain't got that much Lego at the moment. I've got my big one, but I don't want to start it. But anyway, forget that. Tomorrow is Tuesday Night X-Wing. I might even, if they let me, sneak on stream for one of the games.
Ooh.
All right, if they let me on the first one, I'll sneak on, and I'll either bring this if I've varnished it, or I'll bring me Anakin list that you guys have seen me paint, purely because I just want you guys to see stuff I've painted being played with. But tune in for that because it's awesome, and they've always got a giveaway. It's not a massive one like mine, so it's a nice little thing for you guys. There'll be 2 great games, and then this weekend coming, stay tuned because we have got our double-header tournament. So the Saturday is going to be hyperspace format, and the Sunday is going to be an extended format. So some of the best players in the country come up.
Should be, yeah. And I expect Tuesday Night X-Wing to be quite popular tomorrow because they usually are before a big tournament. So we usually get a few faces in on a Tuesday night before a tournament.
And yeah, our new tournament, those of you that are out there that are interested in our tactics and stuff, we will be using the new points. So don't be thinking, I'm going to watch 8 games and none of them are really relevant because I'm watching Handbrake Han and 4 Phantoms with Duke, and you can't even do that no more. You'll be watching legitly legal. I know we're like a week early, but it's not a big deal. Most of the apps are updated apart from the official one.
And we're hoping, we haven't got final confirmation yet on TTT being updated, which is something we use. but we already know that one of the ones that we use to import lists is updated. So we think we're halfway there, and John's in a conversation with a chap, so we should be fine. It'd be great. And we believe that we should be using new points at this point because they're a fix for a problem. So
fun day, and if you want to send me a list, you're welcome to PM me anytime. And if anyone has been trying to get in contact with me last week, and I've been a bit slack, forgive me. I haven't mentioned it. I had some really bad news last week about my grandmother. Come just 2 days after my car. It was a crappy week for me last week. So if I've missed your message or I've been late getting back to you, I apologise. And if you ever do PM me and I don't get back to you straight away, I don't want any of you to ever think that that's me being rude. I struggle personally with quite heavy anxiety about Messenger, of all things. I could talk to a room with 20,000 people completely naked and it wouldn't bother me. But when my Messenger starts going a bit mad, I sometimes shut down a little bit.
It just pushes it to one side and walks away from it.
It becomes a bit much, right? So forgive me if I ever do that, but know that, if
you ain't heard from him for 4 days on Messenger, send him another message. And it'll just jog him to think, oh, I must reply to that.
Yeah, so forgive me if I've been, but like a lot of you have said, family is more important than anything else. So
exactly.
I have a book you may be interested in. Oh, wicked. Well, I look forward to that. This is great. We're going to let the boys go because Ash has got to get back to delivering letters. John's got to get back to scaring small children.
Grown adults.
Oh, yeah, look. And guys, if you are after a dial cover and you are a bit confused about how to buy them, you can go to Protex. He's put a link up there and he has all of my dial covers, easy available, clicky, buy, easiness. So if you want one, go to Protec. He also does all my masks. There's a whole Rasta section now. All right, so go grab yourself a dial cover. Thank you for watching. You're amazing. We love you. He loves you. You love him.
I do. I love you.
He loves you. I love you alone.
John's got no love in his heart. Don't listen to him. He doesn't love you. He doesn't love anything. He just loves anger and pain and hideous. That's what he loves. He loves fear. That's what he loves. He loves fear. That's why he creates it. Anger.
He's very bitter, isn't he, lately? What happened to the old lovable hippie?
Yeah,
Someone
no
called
more.
him.
He is no more.
Now he's just broken. Anyway, I love you. Good night. God save the Queen.
God save the Queen, yes.
Or as my Swedish friend said, God to shave the Queen. One love. Peace.